Now, I just don't believe that the crypto trade is really in play right now. Dogecoin and all of these other meme-styled cryptocurrencies don't really stand a chance unless the grandfather himself, Bitcoin, climbs higher. I think there's going to be a good opportunity to get involved. Do I think that the trend line is broken? No, not yet, because there's still some weakness. When Bitcoin is in play, you will see those strong sessions. And what am I referring to?
This is nuts.
Those 10+% days where it's just absolutely.
I told you this is going to be the most valuable company on the planet.
I haven't seen that for almost, not a year. We're still about 4 months away. But when we started to turn to the south side was in October of last year, and we haven't had the ability to find a bottom since.
Guys, Spain is gonna tie Cabo Verde. I don't mean any disrespect. I don't even know where this country is. And they're in the 92nd minute, and Spain, one of the favorites in the entire tournament, gonna go goalless here and walk away with a point. Ooh, that's a tough one there for Spain. 0-0 in the 92nd. We'll see. They can't score, says Toby. Well, I haven't been running it. Usually I run it on the side.
I told you this is going to be the most valuable company.
I didn't know. It says Cabo Verde. That's probably why it threw me. I knew Cape Verde was enough. Because we're using everybody's kind of their local name now. Like nobody's saying Ivory Coast in the broadcast. You're saying Côte d'Ivoire, and you're saying Turkey instead of Turkey. Right, so I think, it threw me off a little bit there. Cabo Verde.
Who is that? Who's that? The country that played Sweden, I believe it was on.
Sweden yesterday? Tunisia.
Was it? Oh, okay. I thought it was, was it? Okay, I thought it was this little Caribbean country that I never heard of.
No, you're talking about Curacao, I think.
Something.
It's right beside Aruba.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Curacao. How do you say it again? Juan? How do you say it?
6-1. This guy's just
I know what the score was. How do you pronounce the word? Curacao.
Curacao. Yeah.
So 7-1. And
I have never seen stocks bouncing off the ball in Japan
very
like
close
this.
until about half an hour.
Yeah, it was 1-1 at one point.
No, but it wasn't
When the
just
stocks
on-
are doing
in
this,
reality, yes.
it means we're in a bull
reality,
market.
It was a close match. Curacao had like a bunch of attacking opportunities, then all hell broke loose to the downside.
Darren, you chimed in there for a second.
I was gonna say a good way to remember the Curacao pronunciation is the same as that blue Curacao. Like it's CU and then the Sao.
I didn't even know what that was either. So
that's not gonna help us.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Sharif. I don't know how you feel about Bitcoin. I've drastically reduced my exposure.
No, I haven't reduced anything, and I won't.
I have.
I
have.
Me what I thought, so I was saying.
You're gonna hold on to where you to stand. For me, I just had too much exposure, but I do believe, listen, we'll pull up the technicals. This is still weakness, if you ask me. This is just pullback.
Agree.
There's going to be, once this trend line's broken, then there's going to be, most likely, in my opinion, a green light for me to engage a little bit more. Right now, we're deploying capital elsewhere, and it's working. So
send it back to see you.
There it is.
About our final story for today, the PSKY story. The DOJ has cleared Warner Bros. Discovery deal. The U.S. Department of Justice approved the PSKY proposed $110 billion acquisition of WBD, concluding the transaction is unlikely to harm its competitors or, harm competition or consumers. DOJ has said its 8-month review has found the merger could actually increase competition across streaming, television, as well as film by creating a stronger competitor in the evolving media landscape. This deal still requires approval. It's left from the FCC, which is reviewing foreign ownership interests that are tied to Gulf sovereign wealth funds that are participating in this transaction financing. Some lawmakers have also raised concerns regarding foreign investors coming in from, bear with me, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Abu Dhabi, and potential Chinese involvement through Tencent.
Interesting development here with the DOJ having to kind of also clear this in addition to state regulators, and we've seen sort of this conglomerate of states that are now going to take their issue with this merger to court. So we'll have to see, whether the states can kind of put the kibosh on this deal. But from a federal level, it looks like it's all steam ahead. Let's see if it closes.
Yeah, but Sharif, you and I talked about this before. I believe it's as of September, the company's going to have to pay shareholders, Warner Brothers that is, I think it's around a nickel a share, and then it can be a peak around a quarter a share. So they want this deal to close as soon as possible because I do believe they've already overpaid for the company. You're starting to see on Paramount, they are advertising some HBO Max shows. There is the Game of Thrones, House of Dragons that they're displaying on there, Euphoria, and all of those other big names that they're going to be acquiring and adding to the Paramount catalog. But once again, they've overpaid. They're going to be paying a fine if they don't get the deal closed. And they also had to pay Netflix, I believe it was $2 billion in order, or the back-out fee, I believe it was, or something along those lines. So yeah, I mean, Paramount wants this to close as soon as possible because it's going to continue to cost them more and more money.
Cool. Let's go back to Sia.
So you're gonna go to me here. NVDA, a little bit more here on this investment grade bond sale. We heard earlier today they're looking to raise $20 billion. Then we heard about an hour ago that they had apparently received $85 billion worth of interest. Looks like they've actually raised $25 billion. So somewhere in between, definitely much closer to the lower end of what we were expecting. Again, $25 billion has reportedly been raised by NVIDIA in their investment grade bond sale. Back to you.
Okay, so should we go back to Sia for the next story?
That's it,
That's
man.
it. That's the last one. Okay. All right, guys.
RGNT, you want to talk about this name?
Yeah,
it
halted.
halted.
Well, it was just up to 15, Joey. I had a feeling this
And
was
then
going to make
it
it to 15,
dropped.
but there it goes.
It dropped right down to $12, so it was like $3 move relatively quick. So $14.12 now, kind of continuing to climb a little bit higher here, guys. But be careful of this one, as Sharif typically says. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit that $1,000 percentage mark there once again.
Do you wanna get ready?
Yeah,
for,
I'm gonna head over.
session
Yeah, I'm
there?
gonna head over there.
All right, we'll send it off. We'll send Joey off. Thanks for coming. Obviously for covering again, Joey. Always kind there. $15 there on RGT as this one closes right back into the highs. Let's take a look at this one on a trading screen. Take a gander and see what this one is doing. Where is it at? 14. I think we're showing a lot of resistance here in the third of a dollar. It's coming back into 14. Could find some support at 13, guys, but my bias always with this one is you're always looking to that next $5 level, whatever that $5 level ends up being. Is it 20? Is it 25? Keep your eye out on this one. It's bleeding down now into 13 3/4. Look for a hold up generally at 13. It could be an interesting one there. Other than that, I'm not going to be
It's breaking the top of the Bollinger Band. Oh, there it goes.
We're going to watch the Egypt versus Belgium game in about an hour's
Oh yeah,
time.
it's
going
going to close over 200.
The gym. And then as we do, we got to go to other work, as we always do. And then we'll be home nice and late for bedtime. Looking for
I'm just going to refresh the
continuation
graph
here
because
through
I'm not getting an
15
update on the volume.
RGNT. You're not immediately getting that, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that. The position that I've been in the majority of the afternoon
Look at
has
the
been
volume.
QTEX.
The volume's
We're gonna flatten
climbing.
out this trade here at 35, so we'll make about 7 pennies on the remaining amount there. QTEX could be a really good one going into the afternoon because it's been a solid higher low, higher high fiesta on this bad boy here, but it wasn't quite able to make it up into that 2.5 with an only 242 high. 13 showing up here again on RGNT, getting a nice little bounce. So current bar low right into 1281, moving right back into 13 3/2. So watch out here for RGNT. And just before I send you off to the boys, Spcx into the day high, 188.75. 190 incoming on Spcx. Great trade, Katina, man. Take over and let them know how you were looking at this. Peace, everybody.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? I just put out. Did we switch over?
Come on, guys, we're talking about space travel here. It's not like any other company on the planet is doing this. What do you think a ticket for a hotel on the moon would cost? You think it would cost $190? Or do you think it would cost more than that for a ticket to visit a hotel on the moon? They did say on the news this is going to be the most volatile stock, so I expect this. And we still got 2 hours here to go on the trading day, just a little less than 2 hours. So I expect it to probably close around 200. If this is not investment advice, because I'm not a financial licensed professional, but if you're into margin trading, now would be a good time to call some puts. Or no, calls. Sorry, calls. Now would be a good time to buy some calls. Yes, if you buy puts, you will lose a lot of money on this stock. What happened to our market experts?
this week, and here we go to the top side again. And there goes NVIDIA 130. Oh, sorry, it was SpaceX that we just got a little look on there as our net sort of popped upside. I'm gonna take another out here at 69s or 70s. We'll offer that, we'll take it out. And here goes SpaceX. See if it can get into the dollar club. We just got to break through 171, and that's there. So far so good here today. Trading SpaceX with nothing but love for that on the upside for me. Now up 6% on Spcx, and NVIDIA still doing its own thing. We don't have any halts yet. We have what is RGNT?
There was a couple small
Gentist
cap
there.
halts.
Was there? What else was there?
It was the CUPR.
AIBZ.
CUPR is trying to halt. Oh, my chat just crashed.
All right.
Oh snap! I just got the, you know that message of death, like the old snap, like it's just hating on you.
I don't like that message.
Nah, I don't like it, but it is what it is. So Robinhood, we'll take our second shot at it. If I can flip, there we go. Thank you.
Stop orders.
Flip stops. So it made another bounce. I like this one's alongside. We'll try to play it off there.
Must be having live stream issues. Oh, they stopped their live stream. Alright.
This visual is a look at performance of these recent IPOs on their second day of trading. Now, you guys might recall, before I left, it was last Tuesday, so a couple days ahead of the IPO, I had a look at the first 6 names that you see here, so ARM all the way to Bullish in terms of how they performed on their first day, how they were priced, and how they opened versus that IPO price, and then also their lifetime performance. But this is a little bit more specific. This is purely after the fun of the IPO day, how did they fare on their second session? So first 3 of these actually red. This will be ARM, Reddit, and CoreWeave. So that takes you from late 2023 all the way to early 25. And you get to mid 2025. This is summer of 25 specifically. And you get not 1, but 3 names that did incredibly well in their second session. Circle here was up nearly 30% on their second day of trading ever. But these recent 2 IPOs, you start to see a shift back to negative performance on day 2. Cerberus and Quantinuum. Both of these were red on day 2. Cerberus by about 10%, Quantinuum by about 5-6%. So long story short, there's no perfect science in terms of if these will be red or green on day 2. These don't necessarily correlate to their day 1 performance either, because I was trying to look at that. But either way, an interesting look as to how some of these higher profile names fared on their second day of trading. Now we expect SpaceX to be added to this visual tomorrow, so if you're watching TV Research, you will see an updated version of this infographic with SPCX on the end next to Quantinuum. This was yet another edition here of To the Window, to the Wall. We'll see you at this wall tomorrow and back at this desk imminently. Back to you.
Vision board is fixed. Thank you so much to.
Are you short SpaceX? Oh.
That's what I've been saying, my guy.
Oh man, it's not fixed.
I'm not
because I'm
muted, no.
in SpaceX.
Are you muted?
Wrong. No.
No, okay. No one's muted, Andre. So, but yeah, for
Well, I wouldn't know. Like, I'm locked in, and it
okay.
says I'm not muted.
I'll take
so.
you to Ramin. All right, so there it is. Yeah, thanks, Ramin. I mean, it's great to have the position board back up. Yeah, so I'm short. So we've just been trying to go short against this. We have a couple covers so far, so it hasn't gone against us yet. I mean, right now we're short right at this price, 185. You can see it in there. You know, trying to get some covers. If we can get something out at 185.50, I mean, sorry, 184.50. We've really been bouncing off of that level there. I was telling Joe we were moments away, I thought, from losing that bid there, and it just came right back in again. So like right there, like why is it not cracking lower? Like it's gonna get built right back up now? Yeah, there it is, right back up to 185 again. So definitely questioning life right now. I am holding this short, and I mentioned that I thought it was a little riskier shorting than longing right now, but I was thinking like, you know, this push down on SpaceX was gonna get us into that area. It just hasn't really happened yet. 186.50, I'm out as we have half a unit. It's not, I don't want to be uncomfortable in this position, and I don't want to risk the day, obviously, on that, because we've really hit the long so far on Spcx today. This is our first time going short, so let's not go long basically for 5 hours and lose it all on one short. So that's not what we do around here. We're gonna wait to see what winds up happening on that one. What's been a good name across the board today, if we look over, let's have a quick little look at some of the recaps. I mean, the financials, and I know Joe and I have been, as part of Katina Wilson Capital there. Normally they go the phonetic, so the C would be first, but for the brains it would be the Wilson first. All right, we have Morgan Stanley up 2.5 there. Again, congratulations to Morgan shareholders, as that's 220 now, approaching all-time highs. It might even be at all-time highs right now. Let me see if I drop this down. Where does it say all-time highs? It doesn't say it right here. That's okay. Next earnings report in 30 days. So we're getting close again to bank earnings, right? Less than a month away.
Ooh.
Bank earnings right now coming back into play. And it's not even Morgan first. It's always JP Morgan first. So there it is, 29 days away from this name to get going. It's actually red on the day here. JP, so we don't like that. We'll have to find out why that is. Goldman Sachs 164 right now. IBKR, we like IBKR. We like Robinhood up 7.7% today as that continues to make new highs. Robinhood on the day. It's pulling back now, but nicely cooking there. Trying to get through that $100 mark. We'll see if it can hold itself. I did buy. Oh, that's what I did. My bad.
What'd you buy?
Eli Lilly.
Okay.
I bought some more Eli Lilly there today, so that's my bad. As I see that, we did buy some more Lilly. I like the name. Again, nothing to do. Obviously, the dividend is small, if anything. I just like it, with the pipeline there, the drugs that are there to get. And I'm also into J&J as well. That's at low 220s. We've been buying that last week. So, a little bit of give back today in the pharmaceuticals and in the biotech and in the healthcare names. We saw oil give some up. These are just more like the staples. And where's the staples? Consumer, what's this? That's communications. Okay, let's just go down here to non-durables. So some of these names are the dividend players that are sort of the flight to safety, right? The Cokes of the world. It's nice to see Procter still up, but as we see tech starting to be the big shiny thing right now, a lot of money maybe sold off from people hiding last week. Now they finally get that yeehaw, the go-ahead on the Iran deal, hopefully, and so more traders coming back into the aggressive names that made the money on the way up. Let's see if we can make the money on the second leg back up. And I mean, Micron all-time highs today. Look at the energy space.
City all-time highs today.
Yeah, I love Citigroup's. Citigroup's been getting a lot of talk over the last little while. So
JPM surprisingly one of the other. Yeah, it's actually the worst performing bank here today.
What have we done?
Yeah, I know. What mistake have we made here? As we have Morgan Stanley up 2%, like 2.4% almost on the day, running into all-time highs. Goldman Sachs, that's the new name for it. Yeah, Goldman Sachs, man. Goldman Sachs almost at an all-time high today, man. Robinhood performing well, so maybe we'll hit the yeehaw on that one, Katina, man, for Robinhood
like
finally breaking through that resistance zone and tapping into $100 here today, but still down substantially off the highs, 50%. 34% to be exact. So a little bit tougher of a look, guys. We're long SPCX.
I'll ask you again. What do you think
so much
price ticket?
But we
ticket
had this
price
long
would be for a hotel visit
where we
on the
grabbed
moon.
some at 171.
Do you think it would be $185?
We added a little bit more.
Or do you
Again,
think it would
this
be
is such
more?
small share size, but we take it all the way up here. So this long here, Katina, man, I seen you were, as soon as I walked into the building, I seen you were long Spcx, and I'm like, all right, my boy's onto something as he typically is. We get stopped out of that first trade, but then we get right back in, and then we add all the way up. And then we don't engage here until later on in the day. 183.04. I don't know why I got 183.04 as a fill when I posted up at 183 flats, but we're not going to complain considering it was $2.50 ITM at this point here, my guy. Let's see if we can break through this previous pivot of $186. And people saying, hey Joe, do you think that it can go to $200 by the end of the week? I wouldn't be surprised.
What?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Joe, it's going there tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, so perfect. We're on the same page. You think it's going to go to, so I mean, Sean, that's another 10%, right?
No, less.
Less, but pretty close.
Yeah, I think
Right?
so. I think so easily. I think
190?
by the time we close today at 196.
Another like 6%, almost 6%.
Yeah, but there's nothing stopping this thing.
There's nothing stopping
It's
it.
amazing that you got, I mean, look, it was a great trade. I mean, unfortunately for me, I got stopped out there once it broke. I thought, this break of 183 was going to send it to the downside, so we started shorting there. A little bit of a cover.
I've
and
never
now it's like we're going to
seen
get stopped out right
Bollinger
now
Bands like
on
this.
this name. But yeah,
When they're bouncing
I
like
honestly
this,
think
it
we
means
could,
we're in a
just the
bull
way this
market.
momentum is playing out right now. We could be in for something special here on Spcx very, very soon. I mean, this thing may just continue. Look, I mean, that's 189 right there. We're about to get stopped. Maybe I'm going to stop out at 186.50. I almost want to change it, but why would I just give up even just a little bit more on this trade? I mean, it looks like it wants to get going upside. So could see if it slows down there. I mean, that's okay. I'm going to cancel. That is 187 there. I'm going to give this a little bit more room. Give it to that 187. See if it does want to break upside into 187. And hey man, if it does, we can regroup and maybe think about going into the long at some point if we do take out 189. But we're short right now 185. I mean, a $2 hit on this is very, very comfortable, and hopefully we don't make it, but if we do, we do. Right there, we'll wait to see if that's the last straw here to drop on Spcx upside. And if it breaks through 187, I mean, that's the top right there, 180. This is, this is another reason to go. And again, like normally for me, this could be like an A+ setup. You hit the top. We were long, but this is what I'm talking about. This is 181 to like 188. So, we have the long, but then there's the breakthrough on all this, and then the move higher, and then this is why we waited all the way to the 50-period moving average to finally get short, to get long, which was fine, but it dropped out, so we lost about $1 and change there. Then we made a little bit of money back on the short, which was fine, and right now we're starting to, feel some kind of ways because we had sat here and saw it hold 185 the whole time. So we're short right now, stuck $1. Let's see what we can wind up doing here with Spcx. We'll go back to Adair, and then maybe we'll start talking about a few different things as we go. Nothing's halting right now, so there's not really too many runners there. We can review your RGNT trade.
Yeah.
Let's go back over to Adair and see what she's up to.
Let's take a look at the three major averages. The SPY currently up almost 2% on the day. The triple Q is up by 3%, and the Dow is up 1.17% at the moment. We're going to take a look at some stories for right now. Dick's Sporting Goods expanding Lids shops to over 100 locations. The Lids stores are currently available at 46 locations, but are expected to reach 100 locations by the end of this year's summer. So the collaboration is currently available in 46 stores across states like California, Colorado, New York, and Texas, expected to reach 100 stores by late summer 2026. Next one we're talking about is race Ferrari. Morgan Stanley has upgraded it to overweight from equal weight with a price target of $438. Analysts have said that Ferrari's stock decline over the past year was due to value compression and not earnings or any kind of brand deterioration. Our final stock for today is TripAdvisor. Shares are nearly up almost 7% after TripAdvisor has announced the sale of its European online restaurant reservation platform to Amex, American Express, who is benefiting from this, currently up by 4% on the day. Sending it back to you.
Yeah, I was telling Joe, I did get stopped out on SpaceX on day one. We were still there. We're actually, we did really well.
I couldn't. You did amazing.
Yeah.
But
it was
to be
right
honest with you,
there.
I couldn't put that out because if I got
Right
triggered
here.
as well too, my day is done. So I had to give.
Yeah,
it
so it was just funny because it was as soon as it broke 150, this wick down here that didn't happen. That was just a 135. I don't know what that was. But as soon as the market opened up there at 150, it started to rip, right? The thing is that in the first minute, it did break. This is a real fill. I checked the signal. This actually broke. So it actually breaks 150 and then just gets bought right back up immediately. So my flatten actually happened at 150, 130 or something like that. So we're able to get out for a profit on that trade. However, we punched only back in 20% and then rode it all the way to the upside. I really feel like that day we should have, and you know what kind of trade we had.
Yeah.
We should have made.
Oh, you don't even get me started, dude.
No, but I
Don't
mean, the
even
thing
get me
is that it
started.
was clean. It's not just that. Don't forget about how much you could have made or lost. It's just that very next candle, like you could have fallen asleep there and made $8.
Yeah,
You know,
don't
like
even
you
get me
didn't even need to do. By the
could've
way, we
waited
just
too early.
gave up some SpaceX money right there
Yeah,
because there's the break. We gotta
27.
we gotta hit this fail. You got the long, so that's amazing.
Yeah.
But
Hey, listen,
what are we showing?
I will do though, Katina man, is give a little.
We have someone's screen up that's not mine. Okay, good.
That was definitely behind us. We can pull up my screen here as we're holding on to this last little bit here on SpaceX. We're long 183 now, printing 187 and a third. But hey, man, listen, I went home and I went home a little early. I was frustrated with myself because I had more intentions on the trade. But then I just told myself, as you would say, Sean, you made 5.5 times your shutdown. So all we can do is just come back and be a little bit better for the next IPO. So I mean, I can't complain, even though I wanted to literally 20x that on the trade, which I could have. shoulda, coulda, woulda. You just be prepared and get ready for the next battle. But 5.5 times your shutdown, I'm not going to complain about whatsoever. $87.12 here, 16 1/3% to the top side. I think at this pace, I wouldn't be surprised if we hit $190 here today. I mean, and then in the post market, man, oh man, watch out for this name to continue to grind. I know Obi's going to be looking at this blue ocean. I will not be. It's just me and the boy for the next little bit, so we got to take him outside, get some energy, get him rolling around, and then get some options activity prepared for you guys bright and early tomorrow morning.
Yeah. So, it's just you and Milo?
Yeah, it's just Milo and I, man.
Well, that's nice, man.
Yeah.
Just chill out with that.
For
all week, or?
For all week, man. All week, yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
So it's.
I mean, this guy's funny because
party.
he talks to Milo on the camera.
On the cam.
I'll have to look over. He's like, "Hi, Milo. Get off the table, Milo."
Yeah. What are you doing,
Milo?
man?
That's my steak sandwich. I accidentally left on the counter.
Yeah. This guy is.
You know, I had a pug. So my pug Guido for a while ago.
Guido?
Yeah, he's passed away now.
Yeah,
but one time we did leave. I think it was like a meatball sub or something.
Gone.
It was gone.
Gone.
Just gonna refresh it to get the
Right.
volume
God.
bars back.
I was like, Guido, man, what happened to the
Yeah,
meatball
Sarah
sub?
the mama.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
When you have an Italian pug, I mean, this guy's gonna be crushing meatball stuff.
Yeah, exactly. SpaceX options tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yes, guys, we're going to be able to, maybe we'll come up with a midday update on those and see how they're looking. I know Adara and Sia have their segments. We talk about options in the morning, but maybe in the middle of the day, once we do see them start to open, I think maybe we'll get something up. No, I'll say it. I'll promise you guys this now. When they do come up, we'll get something during the day.
Ready.
Maybe after Sharif and I are done the midday, and it's Neil and Sean here, 2:30 hour or the 3 o'clock hour. We'll get something up on the big board for you guys in regards to SpaceX options.
We have a test drive for the Juniper ready to go.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Nice,
Wednesday.
man. So how are you leaning on this? You pretty sure you're gonna get
No.
it? or-
No. It's just just testing something else out. We're still waiting for the R2.
You're still waiting
When the
for
Rivian
that?
comes
So you're
through.
prepared, right?
Prepared for what?
To like.
I'm always ready. I'm always ready. The
You're
checkbook's always ready. But
It's ready, eh?
It's just a matter of waiting for the right. These are the cheapest the Model Ys have ever been.
Yeah.
You know, so this one's coming from Germany. It's not Chinese model yet. And yeah, I don't mind it. So we'll see what
think,
happens.
yeah, maybe
We
that'd be
really
good.
like driving. I mean, these Teslas, like, I don't know. I really.
Dude, can I be honest with you about something?
You should be.
Yeah, I don't understand why you haven't tried the FSD yet.
I know. Oh, by the way, hold on a second.
Who is it?
What?
There it is. It's in the money.
No, wait, I read
know.
the short there.
There you
so
go.
We'll just
There
do
you
this
go.
for a
That's
second.
what I know. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
No,
there.
because I was just like, we gotta try 187 again.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
because I was just thinking like that blowout top. I don't want to wait for that whole trade. So now that it finally falls down and we're in the money $1, let's take a little, or almost $1. Let's just take a little bit out right now. I'm out of already a third of what we had. As now, here we go.
There you
Come on,
go.
SpaceX, you can do it. Right now, nice move down into 127 right now. We're making back everything that we lost, by the way. So hopefully this will come. Well, maybe not. Not if that stops and doesn't come back. All right, one more bid right there in the 80s. That's me bidding 80. Oh my God, I bid 80 there and it didn't fill me. Oh no, it did fill. Okay,
There you go, man.
What was your question again? My bad.
Why haven't you tried this FSD?
I know. I don't know why. Every time I go to do it, it's like, when am I actually gonna? I was kind of waiting for. We're
I
going
told
to,
you, come pick
we're
me
going
up
to
in the
Vermont.
morning, man.
I don't wake up as early as you, my guy.
What time you
but-
wake up at?
Well, then I have to charge you. What time do I wake up at 6-ish? But the thing is, by the time I shower, shave, and I don't even live anywhere near you.
That's all right.
I just
It's not
sent the
that
car.
far, actually.
You know what I was waiting for was the full self-drive to actually be able to act as a taxi.
Yeah,
That's the next
that's
thing.
what you want, right?
Yeah, then I'll just tell the car to go get you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I've been waiting for,
Okay,
man. I don't know what you
keep waiting. I might have an invention.
Well, I don't want to hold my breath now, do I?
For you right now. I think it's just super convenient, and that's the other thing, right? So I will be in full self-drive on Wednesday.
Why Wednesday?
Well, because that's when we're taking the thing out for a test drive.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna
Yeah.
test
So
it out then?
the wife really, she does not love driving on highways.
The wife doesn't?
No. So
Is
she
that
has a lot.
Is that narrative gonna change with FSD?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, because FSD is,
Just take control.
it's easy. You just literally tell it to drive, and it just drives you everywhere. So it just takes away some of that anxiety. But we've never driven it before. Anyways, what's up, Adara?
I was gonna say I can't drive because I fall asleep on the road, but this brings me to the fact that what would scare me about FSD would be the idea of falling asleep on the highway and then just what if someone crashed into you? But that's interesting. I guess if
But that's the point of FSD. Nobody will. I mean, someone could always crash into you.
That's all.
I mean, that doesn't. I mean, no matter what, if you're driving FSD or SD self-drive, someone crashes into you at any time. But this one, no, it takes control of everything, Adara.
That's why. Like, it's funny. So I'm trying to sleep on the highway. Like, if I can get to
Full
that.
self-drive is for you, my guy.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. I'm trying to close my eyes in the traffic. So I try to avoid the 401 at all costs. There it goes, Katina, man. Nice move there. You're about $1.25 ITM on that bad boy. Let's see if this continues to bleed. We'll get out if it does come back towards our break even, or maybe where we took our last little partial out. Again, small size, just a little top up right there. So I'm just sitting in the realm of.
I still think there's buyers.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that. Now, this is going to be a massive teller if buyers step right back in and buy this dip up. And if that's the case, we break through that previous pivot. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some new highs of the day.
Oh, Joe doesn't have.
I can't. For some reason, it's not letting me. It's already saying that's open, and I closed it on the other desktop there.
Yeah.
So just let me know. Do I got to do an ad read or something?
No, you don't have to do anything, man.
All right.
It's funny. I didn't do any this morning either. Maybe I did.
Any bid
No, just it's all good. So yeah, I'm just going to honestly, I'm going to stop out if we do hit something like this, man. 188, 187. Like we took a shot there. Last thing you want to do is give this back up right now. We've gotten out. I'm out of more than half of that trade so far. Actually, just about half of that trade. So that's one. Let's actually get stopped out right on the top of that wick. I don't even want to mess around. 187.70. So I just put that in right now as a stop. I had 188 flat. We'll just keep 188 flat in there because we got out of some. It's okay right now to do that. So we'll just hold out, hope that something can happen for us on SpaceX. You're still in that one, so good trade over there. All right, what else you guys want to talk about? Good job by Adara talking about the only one that had actually worked on day 2 that continued to go higher it wasn't Circle, was it?
Yeah, Circle was the best
Circle.
performance. Yeah,
it was Circle.
There were 2 others like Figma and Bullish, but those are marginal and they didn't do as well on day 1 though Figma did. I think the biggest to the upside was certainly Circle.
Right, so Circle proper there. So yeah, and I think that was a lot of it because people were all about the Genius, the Clarity Act, the Genius Act, all that kind of stuff in regards to crypto, and then that's when also crypto was still banging a bit. So we did have some talk there for a while. I'm bidding right here 186.60, 186.50 by the way, to see if we can get some more out on this little move lower. We just bounced off 187 there. Did we get that fill? No, we did not. In the 50s right now. See if we can grab something short there or get out of some of this short. Now I didn't want to bring up Cerebras. I was not here that day, but as Neil had mentioned, it actually popped really crazy from 350 all the way to 380 and then halted down at 370, and then it hasn't really seen the light of day since. So, we're talking about a day 2 for Cerebras, not great. That one opened up day 2, opened up 330, closes that day 280. So that was quite a nice move down there for Cerebras that day, down more than 15% on day 2. And SpaceX going a little bit the other way right now, up 15% to be clear on day 2. So that just there it goes. I was gonna say, how does that bounce off 50 right there? So we'll take another fill. We're starting to get a little lower here on SpaceX. We'll see where that one's winds up going. I'm gonna refresh my e-signal because nothing's really popping off here as far as a possible trade. Are there anything you're looking at? Any small cap runners?
No small cap.
What was that RGNT?
Yeah, listen, we could pull that up. You know who MGMT is? RGNT. I thought you were maybe. It is a band. So there it is. Listen, these names are going absolutely nuts, and I think that a lot of what I do believe is that a lot of his transaction fees are going to fall right into the lap of Robinhood. We were fortunate enough, RGNT, we took our stabs on this bad boy. We lost the first one, second one worked. Third one, third one worked. Okay, what am I going on about? That wasn't so bad. And then we played this breakout. But one thing that I want us to really focus on is just the increase in volume. And that's what made me just go, hey, let's rock and roll on this bad boy. And we were fortunate enough to catch this move all the way to the top side from $8.36 to $12.41. So not too bad of a look whatsoever. Now, Porous Bump in the chat once again. Hey man, to each their own. You don't got to be a negative Nancy about it. All right. So we'll head over to our watch list. How has CrowdStrike been performing here today, Katina man? We're up 1.4%. Now we got JPM really starting to work for us here. Robinhood up 6% on the day. We had a high of around 8%. So congratulations to whoever's been dip buying this in the 60s when you're down 60% off of the all-time high. This is a fantastic grab in my opinion. And then CrowdStrike, split. As soon as this split comes into play, I got some cash and some dry powder on the side that I'm going to be grabbing some. I have plans to get some SpaceX, some Anthropic, and some OpenAI. There it goes. It's gone? All right, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Now
I
we're
gotta get out.
$1.50. We're starting to get to the low side right now.
I gotta get out of that.
And we're starting to fall in a little bit. So yeah, man. Hey, you got me SpaceX, but we got you right back. So now let's wait to see what winds up happening. Look, I'm long in my own account here on SpaceX. And loving every
I
bit
think
of it.
everyone
At
is
the same
long on
time,
SpaceX.
Playing the back end of that here as we get our sort of OB reversion man trade going on there. And look, it was pretty cheap to pay for the shorts. We do have a couple super chats. Let's go over them right now.
Go ahead.
Yo, what's up, Easy Peasy, man? This guy's a favorite of ours. So we'll go like this. This used to be for Ozan as well, but now Easy Peasy, blowing up the cash in our face as well. There it is, man. 2%. Katina, what does this mean exactly? Katina autopilot today. Oh, this guy's up 2.5 Gs. Let's go. I mean, I hope some of my confidence has also, dripped over. I can see it's dripped over to Joe, so that's nice there. And I'm glad that you're having.
I always had that, my boy.
No, I know, but you said you sat down and you saw I was going long, which pushed you long.
Yeah.
I know you've got confidence, no doubt about that. And then you didn't follow me on the reversal. Well, that was good because we got flushed out of that one a little bit right now. But there it is. So working on a Katina AI agent with Fable. Okay, well. And I just charge a small fee for that kind of stuff. So, but no, thank you very much. Easy Peasy means a lot. Joe, check out. Here's one for you, bro.
Oh, wow.
Adam James says PRFX. Let's go.
Perfect. All right, man, let's pick it out. Perfect. So yeah, nice.
Street Fighter or?
A Street Fighter guy?
Yeah.
No, I was always a Mortal Kombat guy,
sorry.
like back in the day. That's all right, brother. But I heard you're a big NHL guy.
I'm down for playing some NHL. We actually just got it like last year.
Did you?
And we got 25, and then I upgraded it to 26.
All right.
Yeah.
The
So
least
I just play with the god. We actually do like our own little fantasy drafts and things.
Oh, okay. So you build your own team.
Yeah, build
you have
your
your
own
own
team over there.
everything.
Yeah.
Perfect. Dude, this is not tradable. Adam, look at this. This is all-day halter. And then it opens up. I don't even know at what time. Let's actually make this a little bit bigger for the folks back at home and our boy Adam James. 2 o'clock, this thing doesn't open up. This is like, hey man, if you've been involved with it, but look how long, from 4:10, so what time frame is this? Anyways, in the morning, 4:10 in the morning, all the way until 9:25, it's not doing anything. I don't even know why, so this must be a halt from the previous day. Still opens up for a split second, halts again, boom, and then not until 150 is when the price action starts. Hey, I'm not gonna complain about it, but come on, we're gonna talk about RNGT or RGNT, whatever the name may be. That's been the hot one here today. Katina, man.
What's up?
SpaceX getting bought right back up, my boy. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
though.
We covered a little bit more down there. I mean, we were waiting for 185 for a long time. Like that was our first cover area there. So we did cover some more, and here it comes. Remember where our stop is? So we just have smaller pieces on right now. Probably maybe about a third, maybe a little bit less than a third left on this position as we start to cover a little bit of that. Still want to see if there is a flush here at the end of the day. Let's talk about some Amazon and AMD, but let's go to Adair and see what she's up to.
Okay.
Let's talk here about MU. I know Sean mentioned this one nearing all-time highs. It's actually back above all-time highs. So as MU knocks on the door of 1100, just wanted to give you guys a bit of a heads up on that. We know we had a couple bullish analyst notes, including from TD Cowen and I believe RBC, definitely Alethea, all of these different analysts giving this company price targets of well above 1,000. I think the lowest was 1,200, highest here is about 1,600. So MU still strong, just worth mentioning here. Also seeing some people now report that NVIDIA upsized its bond sale from 20 billion to 25 billion. Already saw this and already reported on it, but just mentioning in case you guys are seeing this again. Once again, looks like NVIDIA had upsized its bond sale from 20 billion to 25 billion as Micron makes new all-time highs. We're sitting over to Sia for a second.
The IWM is currently up by almost 8% in the green right now. We're going to take a look at our individual tickers for these this afternoon. VMAR, Vision Marine Technologies, is down 19.4% on the day, has announced a 1-for-10 reverse stock split. KUST down almost 10% on the day. Custom Entertainment, as of today, has announced a strong ticket demand for Country Stampede Texas 2026, which is taking place between June 25 to 27 at Azure Amphitheater in Kansas. And finally, we have MEHA down 55% on the day. The Nasdaq has issued a staff determination to delist the company's common stock from the Nasdaq Capital Market after the bid price was 10 cents or less for more than 10 consecutive days. That's all for your small cap. Sending it back to you.
Yeah, I think small caps will be interesting here as we talk about potential rate cuts coming through. We do have Kevin Warsh. His first appearance is going to be on Wednesday at this time, like right now. We'll talk about that on Wednesday. We'll have the first Fed meeting under new Fed Chair Kevin Warsh coming, and we just talked. So I just honestly, man, 187 more fills right there. Like, I'm not trying to, we just got another short rate up in there, so we're just trying to capture as much profit as we can. And I'll actually bid some out right now at 15s. See if we can capture another bit of a move down. As
So
we just
for all
try
the
to
doubters
milk
out
these as
there
much as we can. Show it easy peasy
that
there. Like, odds, I
don't
can take
think
50% of your odds.
Elon
Yeah,
Musk
we'll
can
take
pull
that.
it off,
Right there, you got to
I
be
ask
better
you,
than me.
do you think
I
the
can't be
price of
better
a
than it.
Moon
I already get
hotel
100% what we're doing.
ticket
It's
would
gotta
be
better than-
$187.42,
great, and of course, I
or
would
would it
love
be
to have,
higher?
Something mimic
Much,
trade. I just
much
go
higher than
every
that.
day, and I can just sit here and talk to you guys and not worry about all of this, and probably have less outs, But I think our outs have been pretty good here. There's another 187, and again, I'm not afraid to take 70 cents. If we have to do that on our last fill, then we'll do that. Like, we're just getting out of this position because honestly, it just seems like every dollar is having a hell of a time to break through it. There's always bids coming in, and that's what I was saying to Joe. It's like there's always this bid that keeps stepping up on SpaceX. Like, when it loses it, fine. But there's so much action when it finds a bid. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. There's not like there's hidden shares, like there's a lot of hidden shares, but it's not coming with big size. It's just, it dips down and then the bid comes back, it holds, then it runs 50 cents, then it dips like a quarter, then it runs 50 cents. And so every time that's coming back in, man, we're getting out. And if it breaks 188, that will be the end of that one. And then we should have just, I'd have so much more money if we just stuck in that long from right here.
I thought you were adding a little bit more.
Yeah, I know, but
to that.
Again, like that first stop out down into here, what are we supposed to do, right? Like that was, things are breaking our levels, and I just think the best thing for me to do is to remain consistent. And if we just do that, as Joe said, we have no problem, whipping it out and putting it right on the table. And we did that obviously on Friday. We're gonna do it again and again and again, but we got to make sure that we have the right time to do it. The next thing, I like Microsoft down here. I like Amazon down here. And Amazon's kind of just, treating as if this is Amazon Prime Day and no one's buying anything. This is like a pretty flat. Amazon Prime starts the 23rd, by the way, a week tomorrow.
I feel every day is a Prime Day.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There's not that much going on. I spent $100 sitting on the couch last night buying stuff from Amazon.
What'd you buy?
I'd have to look it up. It was.
Would you say on?
Let me check. I forget what it was. I think it was something for the kids.
It clearly wasn't that important if you can't remember.
No, it's never important. But it was
as
something.
As soon as you open your eyes.
I know what it was. So we went around. So my son, who's graduating in a couple weeks. No, this is the guy that's going into high school. So a girl that he's known since exactly now spill some tea. A girl that he's known basically his whole life, literally. He sang her a song in JK and SK in one of the assemblies. No, it's going fine. They're not dating or anything like that, but even the guy's in grade 8. But anyway, I guess that's about time.
You didn't have a
You probably started dating in grade 4 or 5 or what?
I'm half Jamaican.
Oh yes, okay, so grade 1. So JK. But no, the idea is that so she asked him to wear. She's wearing this green dress, and it's like a sage green.
Yeah.
So it's kind of I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of I don't know. It's anyways.
All right. And with
we've been going everywhere looking for ties
and you can't
that
find
match it. No. So even yesterday we were playing at Rinks yesterday. So that's right on Orphis Road there.
Yeah,
so we went to a couple different. No, we didn't go to Yorkdale. We went to a couple different suit places there. None of them had it.
Did you go to Foreman United?
No, we went to like International Clothiers.
Yeah, go check out the Four
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I don't need to check anything anymore. So on the way back in, he was like, "Hey, why don't we just check Amazon?" I'm like, I never thought of checking Amazon for a tie, but of course, on the way home, he's got the Amazon app going. He found one that he really liked.
That's good.
Came with like a little pocket square, so that gets delivered later on today. So I grabbed him that and something else, and it was like $90-something at the end. The tie was only like $25.
Okay.
Something else there. We have Soda Streams in our house.
Soda Stream?
You know Soda Stream?
No.
You can make your own. You don't know what Soda Stream is?
Like you can make
carbonated
your own
drinks.
carbonated pop.
Yeah.
That thing?
Yeah, but not pop. Like our kids like to drink carbonated water.
It has like that little thing, the thing that you put in, right?
Yeah, the canister. Yeah, and then so we bought some like syrup for it, for that. So
so you can make your own Coca-Cola and stuff.
No, yeah, but it's more, they like, there's like a watermelon one.
Okay.
So just to sort of mix with, instead of having normal water, you kind of.
You have the carbonated stuff?
Yeah, carbonated.
I see what you got going on there.
Carbonated.
I wanted to bring
Sparkling water.
I like a nice lemon flavored sparkling.
Yeah, lemon flavor. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what, I like that. 53%, Katina, man. So PRFX, if we can pull up that super chat, there it is. Our boy Adam James abroad. Where are you now, my friend? But a big time move, yeah. A big time move there on this specific name. 53% halting once again. So the volatility most definitely stepping in. We're still sitting on this Spcx. Again, I have nothing left here. Just letting it ride for you guys to see where we close at the end of the day. I could mock this and it wouldn't do anything to the P&L. So let's see what we got. Another double top with the inability to breach the high of the day of $188. Let's see if this next dip gets bought back up.
All right.
I was gonna ask. I know Jesse and Blicky in there, man. Those guys are yelling at me for
If
something.
there's anything else, guys, we can call up that PFRX just halted, by the way.
Yeah. I was just talking about
Yeah,
it.
you're
So
talking
it's
about it.
halted.
I
Yeah,
just
so
saw
it's
it on
gonna
the
be a
halt
couple of minute halt. And then
SMCI. I'm trying to find names that are actually trying to move around a little bit.
How
here.
is Netflix doing?
The thing is, the
today?
Nasdaq is still up 3%. Like what a monster there.
Yeah.
Joe K. Yeah, thank you, Blicky Spears. There it is, right there. So I don't know. What is this all about?
What did Blicky
Gave you
say?
$5 for your Joe Cares trust fund.
Yeah, there you go. But because I told them, they're like, hey man. So I don't know if you've been recognizing this one individual. His name is Porus Gump in the chat.
I've never even seen him.
A lot of people mad at Porus Gump
Why?
in the chat. I'll let you figure that out. But
What do
then,
you know? I'm not trying to figure anything out.
let me finish. Jesse and Blicky are like, Joe, you always put me on, us two on timeout,
Right.
And you don't put Porus on timeout,
Right.
But then I said to Blicky and to Jesse, I said it's because I care.
Right. Oh,
Right?
so that's the Joe Cares fund.
Right, exactly. It's like, because I care. So that's why you guys are.
You sound like a father. Like,
Yeah, man, that's-
you're like, oh, I'm not gonna put this kid on timeout, but I'm gonna put that one on timeout.
Yeah.
Does Milo ever go on timeout, or he goes back?
He
in
can
the
do
ken-
no
Does
wrong.
he go back
in
on
my
the
eyes.
kennel?
No. He can do no wrong in my eyes.
But these jokers on our stream could do lots of wrong.
No, but it's because I tell him to stop barking, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, Milo doesn't speak English and doesn't
Really?
understand. Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
so that's why.
He's not like one of
Okay,
those.
huge caveat here. Huge, piece of confusion. So Milo doesn't speak English. That's great. He doesn't speak English. But then in that case,
What?
is the difference between speaking to him and telling him not to do bad things
Yeah.
versus talking to him through the phone if he still doesn't understand English? Plot hole.
But but see, the thing is though, he knows Adair when he's doing something wrong.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
that's fine, but then does he know it more when you speak to him over the camera, or that's where I'm trying to get at? Like that's where I feel like there's a disconnect.
No, I think it's a
Yeah,
fair
Joe.
amount, right? He knows, like, listen, he says no, don't do it. He knows, right? He'll let.
So again, about them not speaking English,
Yeah.
I'm thinking that it's not about that. They just know key words. Like when you say no,
No.
they know that that's like you're saying it
Or what are you
aggressively,
doing?
or like good boy. Like he'll
Yeah.
know that you mean
He'll know.
positive reinforcement on that.
He knows,
So-
man. Like when I say, what are you doing?
I can't believe you don't have a dog that doesn't speak English. I mean, come on, where'd you get this guy from?
Barking.
Oh, don't all dogs. Oh, he speaks Parkinese. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's okay.
All right.
All right, yeah, just having a lot of fun here, guys. Get it into the chat. Anything you want us to talk about, we are here for that. And I mean, here's our today's watch list. I mean, what a day it's been for the watch list. I mean, this is what I've been looking at all day today. There's ARM is back to 411 right now. Wow, I thought I was like all Joe Smart guy over here. I'm not you, Joe Smart. That's just a thing. Because selling ARM at 400 I thought was a pretty good idea. But did we get more down here at 300? No, we did not. So we are out of ARM right now, and that is starting to break higher, back through $400 again. Wow, what a day for ARM today. That name just keeps on, reaching new highs. Marvell up 10% as well. That name, what a monster that is for that trade today is Marvell, as that keeps on going higher. Yeah, we can keep, that's actually a good look at what he just had there. Andre. Intel was on our watch day. That's up 2%, so we can keep on watching that. I'm actually going to sort this by what's been up or down. Micron up 10, which is a really good one. Micron continues to work outside, the rest of these names as well. Micron upside there. BMNR. So this is one that I know you and Sharif sort of talked about on your show a little bit there, and I know BMNR is one that Sharif said he's going to to his grave with, basically. And
I said, why?
I don't know why either, but that's a nice one there. Even my boy Tom Lee is trying to bail out. No, I don't know if he is or not. 17.75, nice move down into 17.25 right there for that one. What else you want to talk about? AMD, man, that's having a great day, up 7%. As there's just a switch over with this sort of truce and memorandum, MOU, note of, memorandum, whatever. There, we are waiting for more Iran talk, but AMD and some of these other names, including Coinbase and Robinhood. There's your Robinhood. How high did that get today? Because now that's under.
Up 8%.
I was gonna say, but how much did it break through 100? It got 101. Okay, so we'll look out for that one back into 98. There's my Uber, which I need to sell that one. Meta, you've talked about that. That's up 4% there as well. Palantir, nice day for that one, 4.5%. For Palantir, for me, I need that to break above 150 before I get Uber excited about it, and just not super excited about Meta right now or Uber at those levels. Palantir, we need to get that going. On the dark side of things, USO today continues to make lows, but again, closing at 230. Not much going on after the open. Closes at the highs right there for USO, so maybe there's some more there. J&J downside, as we said, there's a potential switch over from conservative natured stocks over to more aggressive ones with today's pull up, in the futures. And then DraftKings, there's my Eli Lilly, by the way. We just bought some more right now, right around here, 11:30. I buy it in the Canadian side, so if anybody here is Canadian, here it is right here. We don't actually have it in here, LLY.TO, but there is, do we? No, we don't. So, wait, it's .cc, I think, actually. No, we don't have it in the system. But anyways, Eli Lilly you can also buy as a CDR. So that would be something to look at, which I did there. And then to my surprise, Target also having themselves a nice day as we sort of review what we've been talking about there today. Staples have actually been pretty good. Eli Lilly is actually right now back to VWAP on the charts. So you can have a quick look at Eli Lilly. Made a new move into 124, now brought back up. Look, I just really like diversifying a little bit, and Eli Lilly's had obviously a huge move in the last week or so, going from 1060 all the way up to 1180, now just pulling right back. These are the kind of levels I want to buy, and I'll rebuy it. I really do believe in this name, and I know, as a PE it's probably overextended right now. We can check out exactly what that PE is on Eli Lilly, but it's just for the pipeline for this whole GLP-3. I mean, Sharif keeps on telling me that there's all these sort of fake drugs, I guess, that are over there in China that have started to mimic it, and I forget what it is. It settles down the muscle loss of the GLPs, so it's a little bit more aggressive on that side. And right now, forward P of just 31. I think for a company that does have a lot of growth prospects into it, 31 is actually pretty reasonable for Eli Lilly, so happy to do that. There's my J&J there with a PE of just 21, so I think that's important too, and so we're trying to get some good names back in the space, and I really like Eli Lilly as a little bit of a sleeper pick. Not a sleeper pick, obviously, but as a pick that, has done really well, that can continue its upside grind. All right, man, here goes SpaceX, and we are not going to reload it. Is that still the daily chart? We are not going to reload into that. So we did cover almost all of it as we got into the 25 period. We got some good lows there as well, but our latest reload, let's just see if we can get one more time. 186.30, we'll bid down there. Maybe we get one more fill, and then hopefully we break lower and we can hold this into the close. But for me right now, it's SpaceX on the short. This man beside me's got the long, and we're going to throw it back to Adara. Or see.
No worries, we're gonna take a look at the sector, but before that, the SPY currently up 2% on the day. Electric tech, Nvidia up 3.4%, Apple up almost 2%, AVGO, MU is up 11% on the day. That's great. Nvidia is, the bond sale has increased to $25 billion from $20 billion, is just coming in a couple minutes ago. We have tech services, we have Google up 3.18%. We had that news that Google has announced a $1.5 billion billion investment for the years 2026 and 27 to expand its data center campus in Jackson Country, Alabama. Meta is up 5%, is launching new AI features on Facebook for search content creation. Microsoft up 2% on the day. Finance, again, there's a bit of a mixed sentiment, like carried over from earlier in the day. Retail trade, Amazon is up 3.4%. It plans to invest, like Adara broke the news, several $billion into a data center campus in Missouri. And we have health tech, Lilly currently trading flat, but again, mixed sentiment throughout the sector. J&J, ABBV carrying the losses down almost 2% and 2.5% respectively. Producer manufacturing looks good in the green. Tesla is up in consumer durables almost 1%. Energy carrying that weight from earlier in the day. It's still down, all in the red. I'm just seeing one name that's probably trading flat. That's EXE. Everything else all in the red. All the other industries, utilities, process, health services, communication, transportation are all full of mixed sentiments. There's not too much green, not too much red, but hopefully they recover by the end of the day. And consumer services too, pretty strong to pretty weak. MACD, Disney doing decently well. MACD is up almost 1% and Disney up by almost 2%, sending it to Sean.
The futures may start to turn around here, just seeing that the dollar is going up and down. And the thing, when the dollar starts to move, then you get volatility. And volatility, Joe, creates movement. And for sophisticated traders, movement creates opportunity. And Beta Pro by Global X offers Canada's first and longest running suite of levered and inverse levered ETFs. These are built for sophisticated investors who understand the risks of leverage and the importance of precision. Its triple levered bull and bear ETFs tied to the Nasdaq 100 index are designed for daily tactical trades, providing amplified exposure and giving traders tools to engage with both upward momentum and market pullbacks. These strategies are currency hedged, seeking to offset US dollar exposure back to the Canadian dollar. For those navigating short-term market moves, up or down, Beta Pro offers the flexibility to act with conviction, whatever that looks like for your strategy objectives and individual risk profiles. Trade tactically, and please learn more at betapro.ca. We want to thank them for their last hour sponsorship of the show. And yeah, I was just thinking myself about going into something because we do have a nice little movement here in the DXY. So I just want to look here at volatility. As we know today, volatility has absolutely got crushed, as we just talked about that with our good friends there at Beta Pro. But yeah, this is what it looks like right now today. Volatility crushed back in, down to the downside, and there's our little VIX take, right back into a level where I think everybody should be thinking about probably buying some volatility right now, because if you're hella long, like most of us are in our portfolios, well, this gives you that little bit of a hedge now that if we do get some kind of miss up, we do have 30 days until earnings start again. Bank earnings up in 29 days, JP Morgan, plus Wednesday we have the Fed coming through. But look at this, man, the US dollar right now, starting to move around a little bit. Let me hold on a second, let me go to the 1 minute chart there. There's the US dollar starting to take a little bit higher. Actually at day's high right now is the US dollar, which does indicate potential weakness in the overall broader markets. So that's a nice little jump up there, and that's why I just turned over to Joe and I was like, I'm thinking about now actually going short. Forget about, the SpaceX short has just been fun. It's been honestly it's really no damage. We did lose. We can't sit here and say we didn't lose. We went long there, which was a problem. Then we got stopped out there on the short, but then we brought it back, a little bit, and now we're just waiting for it to drop down. I have basically a third, about 20% of a unit, so we'll see if, okay, here it comes in. Maybe we get a little bit of a move. I'm at 186.20s. I'm actually, there it is, yes. Boom, right there, $1.30 now in the money to the downside, Joe. As now we're starting to get a little spicy. Let's get going again here, boys and girls. Okay, well, see, there it goes, just right back, bought back up again. So it does have, oh, well, maybe not. We just took out some more at 186. I'm gonna cancel that 185.75. Can I get it in? Yes, I did. Right there as we cancel that one. And now we'll wait for a lower play here on SpaceX, right? So maybe we have that back end trade right now. We're entering the hour of power and we go to the downside, Joe. So here we go again. Watch out for this 185 coming through. I'm sitting there 185.10s right now, $2 plus in the money on a couple of reloads, right? One there. So did we cry over spilled milk right there? Yes, we did. But now we're back into the game right now, Joe, and we're ready to rock and roll. So there it is, Dawn. Thank you so much. We will get that money and we'll try to get hyped up again for everybody one more time. time, and thank you, Don. Keep them coming in. Joe and I looking at chat. We want to thank everybody that's on TikTok today. We want to thank everybody that's on Twitch today.
Okay.
We want to thank everybody that's on YouTube today. We want to thank everybody that's on TikTok, Twitter Live, X Live.
Who else live?
I'm not even sure we're on those.
Oh, okay, we're not even on.
Shout out to
we're not even on
Instagram
those.
Live.
Oh, what a tanks! Yeah, I know. Shout out to Instagram. Shout out to all of them. You're not in the TikTok chat. What are you doing?
I know. Get in that TikTok
all right,
chat.
All right,
right
we
there.
gotta get in the TikTok chat.
Yeah, we'll clear that. But thank you for everybody that's getting hyped up with us today. And I'd look at some more names. I mean, just give us them in the chat.
Yep.
Just maybe tag us, tag Joseph and myself, and we would be more than happy to go over.
All right, we're gonna get out of this. It failed right there. So we did get an initial pop, but I was looking for
OnlyFans Live.
Oh, you got that?
Sharif does. That's where he goes every afternoon.
All right, he goes like. All right, let's see.
Company
what
man that Sharif is.
Yeah,
Company man.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Check that out, guys. Go like and subscribe.
I mean, you should see my feet. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't want to actually.
Why?
Have you ever had a pedicure?
A pedicure? Once.
Just admit it.
I don't like the. I don't like the.
What, last
feel.
Friday, or when did you have it last?
Like, dude, years ago, man.
Yeah, right, Joe. Come on. You don't like the feeling of it?
I don't like.
I've never had it, but I want to get one for sure.
No, I don't like it, man.
So when we were in Mexico, you know what we almost did? I don't know what it's called. You know when those fish, you put your feet in
there? Yeah.
Yeah, I almost did that.
Did you? Why? Why not?
I don't know. It was just the timing wasn't there. I definitely should have. In hindsight, should have done it.
Okay.
But anyways,
What's SpaceX doing right now?
Who cares? What about those? Would you try that fish thing?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, what is that
I
stuff
heard
called?
someone got flesh eating.
Have you ever done that, girls back there? You know, you put your feet in the fish sauna, fish spa.
Know what you're talking about? Never done it.
Okay. Puff pass on that one.
Their own there.
Yeah, I like going. You've been to Mandarin. They have the koi pond there.
Yeah, I like the koi pond. I heard you have a koi pond in your house.
Yeah, a couple of them. One in the backyard, one in the front yard.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Adam, I don't know what's going on with this PRFX, man. It's not doing what I want it to. But we have no issues with re-engaging on this bad boy. We took an L. It did pop up into 82s, right? And we were long right at 50. Popped up into 82s. I was like, all right, this is our move into 4. Didn't happen. So we give a little bit back. Nothing substantial whatsoever. But hey, let's rock and roll. If it prints something, an indecision move right here and holds up at this level, I have no issue with getting back in. But we don't want to try and continuously give away too much here on the day. There it is. There's the rebound. Uh-oh. There it goes. There it is. We're in again at a better price.
Let's go, Joe.
This isn't a fake out here, but it's looking pretty strong. The defense, look at the tape. Man, if this doesn't get going soon.
Man, when did Joe become such an aggressive trader over here? I like this one.
I mean,
PFRX, man. You hit that other one today. Let's go.
There it is, man. Yeah, we hit the. Listen, brother. I know.
I like
the
it.
momentum is something else within these small caps.
Yeah.
I'm still new to the game within and stuff, but hey, I like it. It's my style. Small cap, large cap, it doesn't really matter what it is. Anybody can get no cap. Anybody can get it around here.
Clock it.
I thought it was clip it, but anyways,
don't worry about it.
We'll go with clock it.
Yeah, it's clock it. It's clock it.
Because we are social media, right? So we clip
something like that. I don't know. Ramin's doing all that stuff.
She's got it covered.
Yeah,
all right,
well,
good stuff.
there
Hold
it
on,
is
what
now.
do you
$3.
got there?
Yeah, we're $2.50 in the money now.
Okay, I better hop out of my SpaceX.
No, stay in it, man. Do you? And that's the one thing. Do not ever copy somebody else's trade.
No, well, dude, you got to take into consideration. We've been long since 183.
Shout out to Platinum Development Group over there for the TikTok. Shout out. Yeah, we've been long for a minute, that's for sure. Let's go. Break that 185. Let's go. Break that 185. Get back into the downside there. I'm now bidding 184.50. So if we can get that, we'll take a little bit out right there. 184.50 to the downside as we're getting less and less on this one, and it's been a good one. Oh, I did want to say this. Yeah, shout out to Eclectic Passion.
Oh.
This is the thing. He did the fish thing, but with baby crabs.
Okay.
In the ocean.
Yeah, you know that one.
Sick. Which part of the West Coast? Are you Canadian by any chance? Over there, shout out to the West Coast of Canada.
Uh-oh.
My parents are going on the Rocky Mountain train ride.
That's
through
really
the mountains there. Yeah, they're doing that in the fall. They're super excited. That's. It's not like a crazy bucket list idea, but that's definitely something that the wife and I want to do.
That's with like CN Rail or something,
yes,
right?
yeah, it goes through. So they're flying into.
Yeah.
I think they're flying into Vancouver,
nice.
And then hopping in from there, and then traveling all
Really
through.
nice.
Yeah, all through Alberta and everything. And
The trains have like first class and
that's it. Yeah, like the open air, some of the cabins and whatnot. So yeah, they're really excited for that. So shout out. I'm really happy to see my parents do stuff like that because as you get older and older, like my father, I don't know anybody that had worked harder in his life than my father. And coming in, mean, there's lots of stories like this, but as an immigrant and so on and so forth, and it's just like I want them to spend as much of their money and time now.
Oh, yeah.
Because while they
Oh, yeah.
health
They
is
said
always-
this stock would be volatile.
Things can turn on a dime.
$3, Joe.
Oh, bang, man.
We're trying not to play around too much, but at the same time, we're having a great time. I want to say shout out to everybody that's here. And I said this is a dangerous trade. So right now we'll wait for it. We still have about 20, well, we had about 25. We actually didn't get out of that much there at 85. So I'd say it's hard for me to say how many shares I have left as a percentage, but we still got out a decent mark. So we'll wait to see. I would say it's probably 15 to 20% left. Nice move down. We got to cover some little bit more there at 183.45. We just put that bid there, and there it goes. There is no stopping this now to the downside. Now we're
Yep.
4 and change in the
Just
money.
broke the
As we
Bollinger
get
Band.
low. Apple bottom jeans.
Adam, what's
Let's
going on
see
with
the
this
volume.
perfects here, man? It's not working. I got to get ready to get out because we doubled up our size from what we had over here, looking for this move. But it keeps getting defended aggressively, and I have to be prepared.
I've been to Victoria, so
Where?
shout out to Adam James there. Yeah, I opened up a real trading office in Victoria.
Nice.
This was
Yeah,
about
that's
20
what
years
I-
ago when I was throwing through, before the show and everything like that. And
Yeah.
as I was just hired here as a wee one, I was lucky enough to make basically money on the prop floor immediately. And then they just started. We only had 11 offices or 2 outside of Canada when
Yeah.
I was first hired in, and then they sort of plucked me from the floor. I hired Neil, hired a couple other people in the back, and so on and so forth. And then next thing you know, they're shipping me all over the place. I went to Singapore, opened up an office there. We went to Moscow, opened up a couple offices in
Yeah, I heard you were partying.
Russia there. Yeah, that was
I heard you were
Russia
partying
was.
over there, too.
Yeah, I was in like mid-20s. Russia was insane to go through there like that. What a great place, honestly, Moscow. Like I know now we have issues. We have the Ukraine problem, and now
Yeah,
we can't even really travel to Russia. But I'm glad that got done when it was possible for me. And then again, all throughout Europe, opening up some offices. Went to Budapest there.
So you got to travel the world while you're
Yeah, man. While working with here. Now, it's just part of it, right? I mean, now all of a sudden that stuff doesn't exist. And that's where this show sort of started from, because instead of traveling around, we're able to do the conference calls with Zoom and Skype. You remember
Yeah.
Skype?
Of course.
Yeah, so I remember when I first started the job, I had to buy some Skype credits to put into there so I could call different offices on Skype. And now, of course, it's just here's the link to Google or Zoom or whatever. And then that's what sort of sparked the show, believe it or not, as many of you know. And that sort of started with COVID and not being able to travel and talk to offices. And why was I spending you can even hear my voice starting to throw now. Why spend all this effort speaking to 1 or 2 offices when you can speak to like 5 at once? And then the show happened and everybody signed up, and we want to say thank you to everybody for continuously supporting what is now Trade at TV Live, and it's been great. And now we've got great hosts like Joe and Sharif, and of course the addition of Adara and Sierra behind us now. Give us all Sia, give us all the news that we're ready. Eventually I'll call her the right name at some point. Now it's like, let's throw it back to Adara. Let's throw it back to Sierra. Well, that's why, because Adara, Sia, I'm combining them.
Your name maxing.
If I say Sierra, then I really can't get it wrong either time. So I'm
Name maxing? That's what the kids did.
Name maxing, yeah. That's so funny. Who was that guy, Clavicle or something? Who is that idiot?
You see, that kid's gonna be in trouble when he's a little bit older, man. He's 20-something and has already.
Didn't he did a hammer on his own
Dude,
face
he's already having plastic surgeries at 20.
to looks max?
No,
it's called.
well, he did like his nose and stuff like that.
Clavicular, that's what it is.
Yeah, clavicular. Yes.
What in the hell?
He's really starting.
See, that's the kind of social media stuff that should be banned.
You know what I was doing at 20, man? I was just in love with myself at 20. You know what I mean? It was.
And what
good
about
time.
now?
Not as much as when I was in my earlier stages, but
man.
hey, man, that's all right. Breathe free.
The thing is, the other thing too is that at some point, it's doing it for clicks. I would think.
Of course.
You have to believe in what you're doing to show the passion, but the amount of money that some of these guys can make off YouTube and so on and so forth. I mean, we're on YouTube.
They sign sports deals with these streaming.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I know I Show Speed is something else. I mean, that guy's
Speed is different.
Yeah, that guy produced a lot.
Even
By the way, we're now $5 in the money
Uh-oh.
as Joe and I just sit here and have a great time. What do y'all think about Geo? Oh, what Geo? Isn't GeoEV a stock? Geo. What is Geo?
It's a prison stock, GEO.
Yeah, this is the one that Michael Burry was in on, right? This is the private prisons there in the United States, I believe, and it's according to Adara. So thanks for that quick little.
I don't know. What these guys? Everybody's saying there's a lotion for that. What does that even mean, man?
For what?
I don't know.
Who knows? I don't know. What? Stop looking at the channel and
Gotta
talking
look
about
at the
lotion
chat,
things.
man. It was the lotion.
Someone super chat. We'll talk about lotion.
Did you ever watch that movie, Joe Dirt?
Oh yeah, of course, man. That's not Dana Carvey. Oh no, it
It's
is.
David Spade.
David Spade. Dana Carvey. Yeah, David
It
Spade.
puts the lotion on its skin.
Okay, yeah. I need to rewatch. Wasn't there Joe Dirt 2 as well? It might even be Joe Dirt 3. You know who has a crazy mullet? That Diego Lopez I saw.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So my kids are watching that. I'm like, guys, you got money on Lopez. And my daughter looked at it and was like, no, that's not going to win. And I'm like, no, it is going to win. Trust me, man.
Yeah,
My
you
guy
buy the
Joe,
guy.
we're excited for Diego Lopez. Okay, but here's Gio. So look, yeah. I mean, I don't know what the catalyst would be there, but there's the breakout on Geo, and you've actually taken out some pretty key levels now as you go through. That's right there, 28, 29. So you're gonna run into some more resistance up here. I would say again, and I can only, Joe and I have to be careful because we're not, to give the ultimate, investing advice, or we don't know what your personal risk tolerances are, or, how much skin you do have in the game. But like, look, so this is the thing. You baseline, you gap. Right, then you actually hold that gap, you don't even come back and test it. Then you baseline again there, and now we're gapping higher into potential levels where there is supply up here. So if you're long this name and you're able to get 28, 29 bucks, I mean, that comes right into there. So you can put a trailing stop if you want, like break back down below 27.75, and that's actually these wicks right into there. So we've actually held the last 3 days 27.5. So I would say try your best there. If 27.5 breaks, why not take some off? So I do, great trade, and I think both you and I, we always talk about Kramer and some of the stuff that he says, and I do think that there is a point where you got to pay yourself out a little bit. You can always play with house money. I like that on Geo, so shout out to Geo. And a shout out to Spcx too, because right now we're 5 in the money, and we're right at a spot where I need to get a little bit more out now, because this is a 200 period moving average. I'm actually not even sitting there. What is that price? 182.60. Let's put a bid there. 182. Let's go 182.80. We'll put out a little bit more, and then we'll see if we can make $5 turn into 6, turn into 7. If we do break that level, there it goes. We did this on Friday, man. We were long all day, and now we're short. So there it goes. This is reminding me of Friday, except you got to put a couple more zeros on our net. That was a big day on Friday.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about
Happy
that.
for you, man.
As we go. I'm happy for everybody. Like you said, you did 5 times your shutdown. I don't want to talk about the amount of times we did it, but that's okay. It was a successful.
Why? You can say it.
Well,
How many times? So I want
I
to.
don't really know what my shutdown is.
Okay, so then how would you say that you did?
Monster day is how
Yeah,
I
I
would
know
say.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just say it was absolutely.
I did. I said it. I said my biggest day of the year, and I think, and I do think, and it's not. The reason why we talk like that is I just think that we've talked about it so many times that opportunity, when opportunity strikes, no matter if it's PRX or whatever you're in there, we're in, the other name, whatever stock you're in, when there's opportunity, and Neil talks about this all the time too, he trades buyouts, primarily.
Yeah.
It's the best on the first day. Like today, what was it, Roku? So you're gonna get like,
There it is.
booyaka! There it is, man. There's $5 there on
Oh yeah, you
SpaceX.
got me shorts.
So the other thing, oh yeah, by the way, I got you shorts on SpaceX.
Yeah.
Should have joined the party over here. But yeah, like Roku today will do tons of volume, right? And so, a lot of opportunity there once it unhalts, comes in, Roku right there, good trade. Now today, this is not a typical buyout for Roku, but you're gonna get a lot of shares and you're gonna get a lot of action. And we've already seen when I've shown you the tip, right? The numbers of how much people made on certain days. A lot of the money is made on index action days. You know that, talking with some of the guys in the back when there's imbalances there, whether or not it be in Toronto or the AMAX.
You make it. I have a feeling you made it in the top. Did you pull it up here? Let's see what we
Nah,
got.
I'm not gonna
Don't
pull
say
it.
no. But we won't say which one. Just scroll through it for me.
Nah, because they're not that big, so I don't really want to.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to show it. That's all.
Oh, bang! There it is, Katina. Man, we went short there. 182. Grab a dollar.
You're short with me?
Just grab the dollar, just like that, my boy. Let's cover a little bit of this here.
There we go. Let's go.
We didn't
Decide
grab
what's
so
up,
much
man.
there, man.
We need to have a name for the combo over here.
Yeah, what is it?
Like,
man?
I don't know what. It's got to be something, man.
Show.
Joe Schmo. Joe and Schmo.
No.
Something like that.
No,
But,
the chat will come up with something good, or maybe a Dara.
It's really nice to have. It's really nice. I mean, you and I talking about our positions. We're obviously going to be in similar positions there. Neil and I often don't I mean, I try to talk a little bit about what I've been doing, but Neil's always doing his own thing, which is great, and he'll hold on to different names that I do. But it's great to have you there as we both continue to look at this. We're going to be at the highest spot we've been at all day now. So there's Roku.
Oh, we could be.
You want to go through Sia or Adara, just give you guys a little bit more screen time if you want, just to talk about that Roku, because that was a deal with Fox. I believe it went out at 160. So yeah, you can talk. Okay, you don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah, there it is, Roku right there. Nice downside move, down 1.5% today, even though the buyout is 160. But it's also Fox. Is it Fox A shares?
FOXA.
Yeah, so Fox A, yeah, so there it is right there as we call that up. They're down 17%, so I don't think that shareholders are necessarily liking what they're gonna go out at there for Fox, for Roku. So, basically Fox shareholders today really hitting this name to the downside. They don't like, I don't know what percentage of the deal is cash or not, but,
So,
Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead. It's like $160 per share in cash and stock. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So what I'm looking for is what percentage of that deal is cash? If we
And
know.
that was not specified.
Not specified. Okay, perfect. So it must be not a significant amount, because they're giving up a lot of stock. It looks like for that to be down 17%, there might not be a lot of love for this deal, because Roku going out at 160 right now. Let me see what that looks like. Why did they pay such a premium?
I'm just gonna say, I think one thing that concerns me, that I think of interest here, is the Tubi involvement. As someone who is an avid watcher of Tubi, I'm not gonna lie, love Tubi, big fan of Tubi. I don't like the idea of someone else getting their hands on Tubi. So that, to me, I would like more details from Fox and Roku as to how that part of the merger is going to unfold. But yeah, interesting.
Okay. So yeah, more to come on this deal for sure. But 160, if we look at Roku, I mean, that just seems like a pretty expensive take there. I mean, here's a little bit of a better chart. We'll just call up the e-signal chart. Just gives us a little bit quicker loads on monthlies and weeklies and everything. So wow, okay. I mean, Roku did have its go there during COVID. When everybody was stuck at home, the sort of thought, Joe, was that if you don't have a smart TV, because the cost of TVs, we saw what inflation was doing. It had 11% prints and everything like that. So as that was starting to get a little more expensive, people were running to the store and buying some of these Rokus, I guess. That created some upside panic there, was a big short sell on Roku, and that's all the way to the downside. But look, this is 160s right here. So we haven't seen 160 since 22. So maybe a little bit of a premium pay that they maybe didn't have to. But anyways, Roku right now, we'll see what happens. I guess the board's gonna have to vote for that. I'm assuming they're gonna say hell yeah, and Roku will be a part of Fox, and then we'll see what winds up happening after that. And I know that some of the TCL TVs use Roku and things like that, but I've never used the Roku platform, so I don't know how it is.
Oh, really?
So right now, I have a Samsung TV, so everything goes through Tizen or whatever, the Samsung.
Okay.
And then upstairs, I have the Shield, which is an NVIDIA product. So that's tied to my TV upstairs.
That's an IP TV.
Not IPTV. You can install. So on Samsung, it's just their OS.
Okay.
So Netflix is installed there, and whatever Amazon Prime Video is installed on that. And the NVIDIA Shield is actually, I don't even know if you can probably do IPTV on that, but it's just a box. It's like a cable. It's like a media streamer. You know how you can stream even off your PS5?
Yeah, I used to all the time.
Yeah.
That's how I used to watch UFC.
Yeah.
I just stream it off my.
And then what? Pay for it off there?
No.
Oh, use IP.
Yeah. Just more or less illegal streaming sites. I would just use it.
Right,
On my PS4, I should say. We got all out of that, but just a little bit more context. I know these guys were talking about $160 a share. That's a premium from what we're currently trading at right now. $22 billion in enterprise value for Roku, $25 billion equity value valuing the hardware streaming company at $160 and a 28% premium to its June 10th pricing. The deal will be 60% funded by cash and 40% through equity. So as our friend Ryan Cohen once said, half cash, half stock there. My good friend Katina, man, I was hoping you would finish my sentence there.
Oh, shoot.
Wasn't all right, man. We got
I wasn't.
But anyways, we're both in the television and streaming pipeline.
Okay, there we
Fox
go.
and Roku are different companies. So interesting stuff going on with this deal here. Roku generated 44% gross margins over the year and projects free cash flow to over $1 billion. Free cash flow to over $1 billion in 2028. So not too bad of a look. 60% cash, 40% equity. Yeah. So.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah.
Okay, my God, look at that, man.
So
you're
you're
trying to take everybody's job? I see you're trying to take Neil's job over here. You're trying to take the girls' jobs over there?
No, that's crazy, man. I'm just out here working, trying to be a part of the team, man.
You're like Rick Ross, man. Every day you're hustling, I noticed.
Not every day. I was a mad chilling day yesterday.
Well, yesterday was not that bad. We were driving everywhere. Well, because we had
with
baseball
hockey,
canceled.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hockey was great. Oh, man.
On the weekend.
Anyways, yeah, she's getting to be something special. But the thing is now, though.
Dude, you stop sending me highlights, bro. I want to watch the highlights. Don't forget, I don't have Instagram, so you gotta just send me.
Yeah.
So.
You don't have Instagram, huh?
Not
Did
that.
Selena pull you off that, or?
I was never on it.
Is it Celine or Selena?
Selena.
Selena.
You ask me this every time.
Yeah, I do. I don't.
No, I never had Instagram. You guys know me. I was just a Snapchat dude, and I deleted Facebook or a Meta back in 2016,
I just-
2017.
I got you. Don't worry about Andre. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Like maybe she had banned you from it because you had too many people sliding into those
And
DMs.
the DMs, my DMs
You know
were
what I'm
just
saying? Your DMs were just
man,
blasting off over there.
Especially being on this show, it just went absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody
Opposite
was-
happened to me. So
Yeah.
All right, let's go back over to the desk and see what's going on up there.
Hey Sean, at least you didn't get the wrong name this time. So let's talk, let's talk currencies. The US dollar currently DXY trading around the 99.6 level right now, down approximately 0.2% on the day, sliding to a 10-day low, specifically driven by the newly announced US-Iran peace deal. Also, we have the Indian rupee that has risen against the dollar for a second straight session today. 6-week high is where the rupee is at right now. Oil prices plunging following the deal. All this news is surrounding the US-Iran preliminary agreement to end the conflict. The pound also inching higher against the US dollar today after the US and Iranian officials said they reached a preliminary agreement to end the war and to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Don't go anywhere, stay here. We have Juan coming and giving us the highlight and a wrap up about the Asian market very soon. So don't go anywhere, stay here, like, share, and subscribe.
That was one time.
I want to get back
Asian
into
market
the
update. I'm down with that.
Oh, is it one? Oh, yeah, he's getting ready to hop up on the board.
Ready to kill it.
Katina Man Enjoy Options. So, you know what they were calling us?
What?
The show.
I like that.
Right? You know what I mean?
This is the show.
Or was that? No, okay, sorry, Ramin. We didn't give Ramin credit. It's the show.
How dare you?
I like it, man.
Joe, you may be off the show real soon. If
Why?
You know, because of Ramin.
Oh, yeah. No,
Brendan's gone, so Ramin is the boss
Where'd
now.
Brendo go?
Where did Brendan go? He's probably lying on some beach somewhere. Wait a minute, where did Brendan go? I
Yeah,
have no
he
idea.
probably went to for gym set number
probably.
2 at the end of the day. But the show,
Man, these guys with no kids around here. You, Sharif,
dude, I have
Brendan.
I have a fur baby. Stop
Shut
it.
up about
No,
the fur
bro,
baby.
stop it.
I've
It
got
is
a
big.
dog. I've got 2 cats. I've got a bunch of fish.
have a lot
I've got
of
3
kids.
humans. I've got
Yeah.
a wife.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bro, same. So I think about it. I'm in the same.
I don't see no ring.
Brother, listen to me. I'm just trying to live my life, and I have.
Get Celine on the phone. We're going live right now. I'm changing with no Brendan. We're changing this whole show. Call-in show right
Yeah.
now.
Who should we get calling in?
Your
Maybe
girl.
My,
I want to
my
talk to
dad could get my.
Yeah,
dad
your
on.
dad, my dad.
You want to hear
Everything.
the Jamaican accent?
Yes, man. I want to tell him how much I appreciate you, and then he's gonna like that. I hope.
No, it's not.
Was
nothing
what does he
but
think about you working here? Has he seen some highlights?
Brother, he doesn't know anything.
Oh, no, he's
what's
not about
going
that,
on.
okay.
No, get my grandma to call in, maybe.
But some of our viewers, but Jesse could call in.
Yes. Yeah. No.
Forget about family members.
Yeah,
Blakey could
exactly.
call in.
Why don't we do that? Why don't
Easy,
we get?
easy.
We should get Adam, maybe Adam, James, or Broad, or
Look.
somebody to call in, and we can get them online, and we'll actually have a serious.
I'm trying to create content. Like, I want to go podcast. You and I could do a podcast,
We could, but
right? Light this thing on fire. That's
Yeah.
what we could do. But we need to get the
with just individuals calling in. You know how they do it? The
I'm saying
lightning round.
Whatever, man. We need to talk
Dude,
about
just get
topics.
on. Yeah, exactly.
Talk about whatever, man. I think it'd be hilarious. But anyways, whatever. Okay, when we are ready, give me. Okay, here we go. What's going on with Robinhood? All right, Joe. I mean, you're in Robinhood. You've been loving Robinhood for a long time. I don't know if you were dip buying into this name, if you're trying to hold on for a while. But for me on Robinhood, we've just made a really great bottom. I know Neil was in there at 80 or something like that, and I think that those were great levels, right? I mean, the only problem is that a lot of traders and we've talked about this live on the show, so we don't have a problem talking about it again, but there is something about holding on to something for too long. And I mean, if you get long at 80, I mean, it went down to 66, so that's a little bit of a hit there, $14. Now, if you're long at 80, you're now over that $14 threshold, so you're just into 1-to-1. I would just say watch out for Robinhood because you have the 200 period moving average, and we've sat here a couple times and looked at the 200 period and had issues with stocks trying to break above those areas, right? And so, and I'm gonna go to the desk in 1 second, but like there's the 200 period there. The first time it saw it, bounced huge, then we broke it, and we really haven't recovered against that 200 period until basically today. So I think you need to get above, for me anyways, you need to get above 102, 102.50, hold it for a couple days, and then we could start to really get some upside action. And then at that point, man, you're not too far. I mean, it's gonna seem like $50 is far away, but you know, we've just had a move right now in the last week or so of $18. So maybe we do get a higher take here on Robinhood. I like it. I think you're into something there. For me, for a longer term play, look, I still like Robinhood. I think you can have a mix of Robinhood and SoFi, get some new fintech plays into your portfolio, as long as you do have the JP Morgans and the Morgan Stacks. Was that yours that said Morgan Stacks?
Yeah, Morgan Stacks.
I like that one there. So get some of that in your portfolio as well to offset some of these riskier plays. Even Upstart or Affirm, things like that. I think those names continue to work as well. But shout out to Easy Peasy, man. He threw some nice love in the chat there about being right on this short there. We've almost covered. I'm going to get out at 185 break here. We don't need to be short into the close. Now, if it breaks some levels, we'll get out 185, 25, 26 is as a maximum out of our position. We have less than 10% left. All right, we teased it before. There we go. Brendan's back right now, so now he can tell me no to a call-in show, and we can go back up to the desk and find out what's going on with the Asian markets.
Yeah, indeed. Let's find out what's happening with the Asian markets, what happened last night, and what we can expect for today. With us to cover that is Juan.
Thank you so much, Adira. So, quick recap of what happened overnight in the Asian markets. Basically, main story is about the relief rally from Iran and US, peace deals coming on. Massive risk on sentiment. We saw the Kospi up by 5.2%. Even the Nikkei was nearly up by 5%. And also in Taiwan, the TAIEX up by 2.78%. And interesting to note, the Nikkei hit their ceiling of 69,000, which is quite historic as well. All the foreign investors taking advantage of the falling oil prices. So another thing to note about the upcoming open for the Asian markets is basically keep an eye out on Tokyo. They're probably going to hit the 70,000 mark today, and also once oil plunges, of course, everything's going to be moving up to transport, chemical, and airline sector. So keep an eye out on that. And we have also a big print coming out of Bank of Japan tomorrow, which is that of the rate hike. Maybe this easing energy inflation might help. So watch out for any of the media news with regards to Bank of Japan's decision tomorrow.
Yeah, between rates and the market, it seems like Japan and or Tokyo are going to be on watch today. Thanks once again to Juan for being here with us.
Good stuff.
That's killing
Yeah, that's it.
One in a million, that guy is back there.
One of
So we want to say
one, yeah.
one of one, that's for sure. We want to say
Want to
thank
take a
you,
look?
guys.
There he is. You want to
He's
take a
gonna
look at
be-
these imbalances here, or what are we thinking here?
Hey, it's your show, man.
All right. Oh, yeah, I'm just a
What do you-
passenger, and it's all you.
Passenger, you're driving the bus. Yeah, we can. Well, here, because it was your idea.
Yeah.
You can just. I have it a little
You
bit
have it a little
bigger.
bit bigger
Yeah.
there.
So there it is.
For sure.
ADS. So this is a halter from the morning. So that's not that. So if we erase that one, you have Halliburton right there. EWY, of course, that is the South Korean ETF. As we see, just huge opportunities coming through tonight, right? I mean, you know, this EWY is all about SK Hynix. It's all about Samsung. It's basically what's in this name. So it's going to go hard right now. That's up 7% for an ETF. This is basically the whole South Korean stock exchange. So it's very, very isolated with just a few names. So as Micron's going, as SNDK is going, there goes the EWY. And again, like, you know, to buy some ETFs that you get a little bit of protection with, I like that play there, EWY, as this market is getting juicy one more time. Shout out to Biggie. Okay, here we go. Another one coming through right now. SpaceX. You ever heard of this name, guys? Spcx has been a great one. It's really been paying off some debts for me in the last little while there, and including today, as there goes SpaceX, man. I've only traded 2 names today, and it was NVIDIA long, and that one was, we did pretty good on that. And the other name that we talked about today was SpaceX. And I had said that we would be trading it today. It's on the sticky note. It's the #1 stock for me today. And there it goes. Did some damage early on that one, and now putting in this damage late. And it's exactly what we did on Friday. We will talk about that just real quick. I just want to show you, this was my day on Friday on SpaceX. So we went long first. Then we went short and tweeted it out about our short position. We actually tweeted it out early when we took the short. I don't even know where it is, but anyways, long story short, that's what we're trying to do right now on our good friend SpaceX. And there's the 165 long today. We actually took 170 on the break. And there's me talking a little bit about it. In the lovely Toronto, it was actually a little gray outside there, but we're on Bay Street there, nice buildings as we continue to enjoy what's going to be a great summer. Especially with World Cup being here, man, the energy. What's it like by your place?
You know what? It's not as busy as I thought it was. To be honest with you,
You're okay with what?
But on Friday it was pretty cool, right? To see all the stands and concessions in Liberty Village here. Yeah, it was fun, and then they obviously had the fan area just across the street, which is pretty cool. I don't know, your boy Murder Beats was DJ.
Yeah. Oh, good. How's he doing?
He's good.
That's good.
Yeah, Murder Beats was there. Last night, closing out the show. All right, we tried one more scalp here. I wanted to grab the pick, the top here on SPCX, on SpaceX at 184.60. Instead, I sold here, and I think that was just a bad idea. So that's enough for me personally. Katina Man's positioned really well on this, $4 away plus. So I'm not going to try to look for any more of a move to the downside. Now, I do have my eyes on PRFX, but I believe that this is just going to be a failed high. What we now have is a lower high being established. Excuse me, in a support level right in that $2 zone. I'm gonna avoid this name. Listen, we put on a little bit of size. I didn't come in until later this morning, so it's just like, all right, let's see. We had SpaceX day 2. We had NVDA climb up to $112 today. Katina Man almost 113. We talked about the supply zones via options chain on this bad boy. We can take a look at that now. I know the ladies behind us went over some of the better performing sectors today, but let's do that once again. You can see the tech sector up 3.76%, so 3 3/4. Industrial sitting in that second spot. So you got 1.7% there. And as for the bottom 3, energy sector to the downside, down 3% here, guys. And the real estate, you're down a little bit less than a full percentage point, down 0.97%. But what I do want to head over towards is the actual options chain in itself, and see what we have going on there in NVDA. Just due to size, we were looking at 170,000 as we went down to that 220 marker, which I don't believe we're gonna head into today, but there was a lot of open interest at that specific level. So we'll keep an eye out on it just in case it is max pain on the week and that the underlying doesn't want to climb anymore. But what we do have is a nice rebound here, 14.5% in SpaceX to the top side, Katina Man. Were you thinking long this name throughout the whole day, or what was your thought process on this one? Because I know a lot of people are worried about the valuation, but when you're running into scenarios and situations where it's just momentum based, all of that is almost thrown out the window. What do you think?
For me on this one, I mean, thanks for asking, but for me on this one, it was more just about just seeing that break. So I almost just thought that we were just, when we were up 20% or something, whatever we were at those highs, we did get a lot of volume up here at the top side, Joe. So I was just sort of thinking, just like into here, right? Big volume spike, then the move came back in. We finally get a big volume spike right there at the top. Volume came back in. We waited for the 50 period moving average to come into, the 50 period. That did not work. Then at that point, I was like, okay, maybe the short is in. And then plus we had some great success riding the short. By the way, my out's right here. If this breaks 180, wait a second, 180, we should be stopping out soon. 185.26, so almost out. There it is, now we're out, so there it goes, man. We will end the trade right there. I do want to, so here we go, I want to send this through and then we're going to go over to Adara.
185.
Oops, nope, I want to send this.
We're
there it is.
up.
If you also have a Spanish channel,
We're way up.
when I searched it, redirected me to Spanish channel. Yes, we do. We do have a Spanish channel. So here it is, right here. Channel, yes, you didn't learn Spanish over the weekend? C, there we go, Sia. Yeah. So there it is. So we do have this right now. You can click on this if you are interested in Spanish. We've now 5 are watching. Let's go. If you prefer Spanish and you want to see this crazy guy speaking Spanish, you could do that right now. You click. No, I do not speak a lick of Spanish, but here it comes to the downside. You can watch it right now. Spanish coming through right now. So go over there, search it up. Maybe if I can put this link in the description, you guys can go check it out right there. But yeah, Spanish. And just trying to reach a few more, right? Our station's qualified to be able to do that. So we want to say shout out to everybody interested.
I'll ask you in the
Spanish.
comments.
Joe Wilson.
Let me know
Be able
what
to
you
find
think
that
of
out
this idea.
Very, very soon.
How much money
I would
do
say,
you think it would cost to stay in a hotel
Cuatro
on
cerveza,
the
por
moon?
favor.
Do you think it would be $186?
Yeah, 2 for me, 2 for you.
Or do you think it would be
I got you, man.
significantly
You
more?
see what I'm saying over here? Look at the mood we're in. We're just chilling out right now. We've gotten out. Look, I mean, there's our out on SpaceX. We talked about having less than 10% left of that moon. We get stopped out. Now let's wait to see. And we asked this a very, very interesting question of when moon SpaceX, and hopefully very soon.
Mike Peter Ryder in the chat asking, do people drive cars?
All right, well, we've got something going on in the back. Is he talking to us or himself again? I don't know, but shout out to Mike P. DeRider, always having fun over there. You're the guy that times all these guys out, so you got to figure out what the mentality of some of our guys are.
Mike Peter Ryder has a forever hall pass. It's just more or less Jesse and Blicky that get like 10 seconds time.
Oh, I like Blicky's.
Yeah, he gets a 10
Shout out to Jesse, man. The guy who put the do-rag on.
He said he's going over to the Spanish chat right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mike Peter Ryder is going to learn Spanish and talk to himself in Spanish. That's hilarious. Yeah, get over there, man. If you do prefer it, let us know. And honestly, the feedback, right? Let us know if you are a Spanish-speaking individual. Let us know about how that's sounding. We have Fabian, fluent in Spanish.
Fabian. Yeah, where's Fabian today?
Don't worry where he is, but he's you know.
Oh, I'm worried, man. I'm worried.
He's off today, man. Well, can't people take days off?
I seen him. You gotta pass it by the man first. I thought I seen him this morning.
I don't know. All right, are we ready to go back to the desk or no? No. Okay.
Right,
That's my new move. Let's go back to the desk. I don't have to worry if it's Sia or Adara.
SpaceX right back at the high of the day, man.
SpaceX, yeah, man. It was stopped
187.34.
What do you want to do about it? Short or long, or leave it alone?
Well, are you out of the short? We're all out of the short.
We're cleaned up, man. We only have 15 minutes until the imbalance is over.
Yeah, I think we might have to play a high of the day break here, my G. What do you think about that one?
SpaceX?
Yeah.
Don't tell me to go long. Okay, what is the high of the day break over here? 189?
Yeah, 189.
Sure. Do you think it's going to come with an imbalance, though?
Yeah.
We had a huge buy imbalance. You know what? I'm going long right now.
Yeah, you may as well.
Yeah, this is how much science I put into this thought.
Yeah.
No, let's just wait. I mean, let's give it a second. The reason why I say that is I do think that there will be an buy imbalance. There was quite a decent one on Friday, but again, hard to look at it. On Friday, we did almost 500 million shares, I believe, of SpaceX.
Yeah.
Today we have done 220. So a little bit of actionable there on SpaceX if you're looking for something to do. I think there could be an imbalance coming through very, very soon. These are all based on the broker side, so these are all right now either Amex. Forget about the New York, this NASDAQ one, you can see that that's from 9:30, so that's left over from the morning. But everything else on New York and on Amex today, NYSE American, for these imbalances. So we'll get that all sorted. In 4 minutes they'll come out, and then we'll get that whole market total. It's been a good one here today. Neil had to jam out, so we want to thank Joe for filling in here. Again, doing tons of work over here, Joe. So,
I try, man.
yeah, you're doing a good job too. All right, it's Sia in behind. Let's go over to her and see what she's up to.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Okay, Bitcoin is rallying, as we do know it, after the US-Iran breakthrough. Crypto prices following the broader risk-on sentiment. Currently, Bitcoin is trading around the $66,626 region, to be precise. We also have the Philippines that has recently tightened crypto rules, adding regulatory overhang for exchanges as well as token listings. And finally, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has revealed an ambitious target for the blockchain payments company, saying Ripple expects to achieve a $1 billion annualized revenue run rate by the end of this year, excluding any contribution from its XRP holdings on its balance sheet. That's all for your crypto.
Right. There it is, man. There's 189. So, not even that much size there at 189 yet. So we'll wait. Actually, I'm gonna just close this out and make sure that we have
Come
the
on
right.
now, Katina, man.
Yeah, no, I just told you I'm gonna punch long right now on a break of. Here, I'm gonna close that up. We have a couple more minutes. I told you, break of 190. I'm gonna go long. I don't think we were well off when we said that maybe we should have gone long a couple minutes ago, heading into the imbalances, right? And so we'll size down accordingly. And it's just a 190 break, like. We hit the 180 break there, it came back in, we got longer, that we ran it up to 188. We hit that short, we covered the short at the 200 period moving average. We hit the long earlier today as well, down there at 170 break, and then it didn't hold 170, so we got out boo on that one. And then we just ripped higher right now, and there it goes. We just wicked upside. And look at the volume, right? Obviously starting to pick up. That's now about 10 straight minutes of nothing but buy volume coming into SpaceX. So again, I talk about all the time that this market's somewhat rigged. And I just want to make sure that, it's just like they know that there's a buy imbalance coming. I mean, someone does, right? I would think that someone is either, like, what about if you're the broker putting in that buy imbalance? And then you just getting long down here because you know that you have a client that wants to buy either a fund or whatever, wants to buy a couple million shares, maybe even at the close. So that spikes it up. So maybe you front running your own orders.
Yo, this candle chart is nuts.
Do that, but we'll see what winds up happening here. I do have a bid to go through if we do break 190 on that one. And then it's brethren over here. What about Tesla? 410. Looks like a decent level there. That's where your 200 period moving averages and VWAP. As Tesla today up 0.69 and not doing a whole heck of a lot. But today we just wind
For
up taking out
those
that
in the comments,
okay.
we're going to say that this stock is exceedingly overpriced.
But that's
I ask you one question.
Now you're starting to slope up. I actually
What do you
like
think
that
the
little
cost
slope up
of
there
renting a
on that
hotel
spot.
room
So
on the
we'll have to
moon
wait to see
would be?
if that means anything.
Do you
But for
think it
now,
would cost
I don't mind that kind of a look
$190?
on Tesla.
Or would it cost
Trying to finally get
significantly
going
more?
here. 50 period sloping up, and we just took it. So as there's more and more talk of the potential merger, I don't even know what that looks like to put all those SpaceX shares into Tesla or vice versa. I'm not even sure if that's a bullish scenario for SpaceX or Tesla or not. So I have to wrap my head around that, and when we do, we'll let you know what our eventual opinion is. But now we are just moments away from seeing what's happening. We may get punched in. If it fails at 190, I'm out for $1. Not holding it too far past that. We will stop out at 189. We don't want to give back, like I said, man, last trade of the day. Let's not be too silly with it. Here we go, SpaceX. Ready for it to pop through here with only 5 seconds left.
Exactly.
Let's get my stop order ready to go right now in case we do get long.
Let's see what we got going on here, guys. We've been in this from 189 roughly.
So it looks like,
and a nice.
I don't even see SpaceX. Oh, there it is, a buy of 1.5 million. So definitely not the huge buy that maybe we thought we could see there on SpaceX. And again, it's going to be a lot of notional money there, but 1.5 million, I'm just here, I'll highlight it for you. That's not that much on the buy side, considering we've done 220 million shares. I'm going to cancel my buy through 190 now and just let this all settle out. There's Nvidia probably getting clubbed a bit. Yeah, 212 down to 211 as that was a sell. Apple with a sell. You seeing the movement here to the downside? Apple just lost 70 cents. And these are little things that you can really take advantage of if you're an options trader, I feel like, because right now you're getting a little bit of a bump down for absolutely no reason. So like you just got from 246.50 down to 245.80. Like these are the things as we sit here and trade live every day. These are things that I'm thinking about. If I was trading options, I would wait until the last couple seconds of the day and play off of some of these ill-fitted imbalances. Like Microsoft was having a great day up to $400.50. It just dropped down $1 right there. You know, for reasons that could pair off, it just ripped right back up to the upside. So there it is, and there's the imbalances. Wow, okay, Adara, $3 billion to sell. It's kind of crazy on the overall market. So we'll see if there is a little bit of a pullback coming in. As you can see, there is. So nice move on the market right there with a little bit of an imbalance to end the day.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We just grabbed about 50 cents.
It's going to break one now.
So, yeah, let's see if it heads into that area. It feels like it at this point, Sean, but I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. We don't want to count our blessings before they actually come, or count the cash before it's actually in the pocket. So, I mean, other than that, guys, let's see if we can get this break through that 190 marker. That's where I'll be looking to take it off. We're coming in pretty aggressive, or I shouldn't say aggressive at all, but we are starting to pull back and struggling to punch through that level. We'll hold on to it for as long as we can, but we had a bounce right off of the volume weighted average price on NVDA. You climb right down to 210.98, and then now you're back up to 211.81. Okay, off of that sell and bounce. There it is, 89.40.
Nice trade.
Here we go. There we go.
Go.
We're looking for that 189.
Got a dollar.
We're waiting for that one.
Got a note for you, Joe,
Yeah,
over there.
hopefully the show is freaking awesome, says Mr. Duckets. Hey man, we're just trying to
Here
have
comes
some
Joe.
fun and
Big size at 190.
trade at the exact same time. Yeah, let's see, man. Big size at 190.
I'm going
See it on
long.
the tape. You're going for the 190 break.
Yeah.
Let's see, a couple of pennies now, Katina, man. Guess what? The sixth largest company on the planet right now, that is SpaceX, ladies and gentlemen.
Watch out for fifth tomorrow.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, right? Like 2.4 trillion here today. In front of it is Amazon and Microsoft. I mentioned that it's going to be in the top 4 or 5 within the opening week and the following week. So some big time stuff. We're at 99s now, Katina, man. We're at 99s. Can we break it? It's not looking.
Yes,
there
man,
it goes.
it's gone
What
right
a
there. I didn't
punch!
even get filled.
What a punch, my boy.
No, I didn't get it. Did you
$2
get more?
just like
No.
that, man. No, I didn't take any more. But a massive breakthrough. We were going long 189. It punches a little bit higher, so another move off of that imbalance. Man, oh man, what a beautiful stock. We love it. I'm not gonna kick myself because I didn't buy any on that opening print. I'm gonna be patient and wait to get it. $150, $135 is my range. So let's rock and roll on these bad boys.
Yeah, I hope we get an opportunity to get more there. I was lucky enough to
Yeah,
grab
you were.
some on.
In your personal account,
Yeah,
you grabbed some?
yeah, I grabbed some 170s.
Oh, that's
And I grabbed it
good.
Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, I said
that's
it on the
good.
show because I actually, and again, you know,
I was thinking about doing the same thing.
I just kind of predicted. I came in this morning and I said, I really think SpaceX is going to moon for the next couple days.
Same.
You know, so who knows for how long. There's the breakout. I took a little bit there at 190 when it broke through there. We got filled on the way back down, but I'm only holding this $1. It only went to 191. So if we get stopped out again, that was
there it
quick.
is.
So there's a
And
quick
we're done.
stop out
Yeah.
on that one, in and out there. And we talked about the risk that you take whenever you're sitting here trying to wait for some kind of an imbalance to hit. That's always the risky thing there. So there goes SpaceX back up through 190 now. You want to try it again? Let's try one more time there. We'll give it one more shot to see if it does want to break back down below. We'll give it a go here at 190 flat this time. See if we do want to retest some of those highs. Let's get something out at 50s. There it goes, and then we'll start to see if we can get some more out up near 190. Okay, there it goes. See, Joe, this
There
is the
it
thing
is.
I'm talking about. Sometimes you got to have a little bit of make sure you get stopped out when it's there, but at the same time, if you do like the trade, and I don't want to say you always get back in because some of my biggest losers have been more on like the stubborn side of it where you say, oh, that's not working, so buying. Say, right now, I don't want to just get mad at this thing because it just false broke again. We did take some out there at 190.70s or whatever it was.
Oh,
so we do
yeah.
have that dollar stop still in, and if it breaks
Tomorrow,
lower,
it'll
we
be
can
up
get out
over
quite
200.
there now.
It'll be up
SpaceX
over
with our
200
stop where that's
tomorrow.
already in, and there's a break higher for it now, breaking
This is
back to
good.
190
This is real
again. And I'm sitting at 190.60s to see if we can get a fill on SpaceX.
Nice, man. Good look there. As we climb in market cap too, we had that nice little scalp, guys, from 189. You've seen that up into 191. So a nice little $2 move. Excuse me, off of the imbalances, and then we have NVDA heading right back towards the high of the day here, guys.
Oh, is it?
Bitcoin,
Nice.
yeah, we're not too far. 212.17. I believe by the end of the week we're gonna head into that 215 area. We like that. We're looking to buy a little bit more. There's SpaceX new high of the day. Man, oh man, what a big time move on these bad boys. Now Meta put in a session as well, up 5% on the day, but in the latter half of the session, 12 o'clock
There's
from that
still
noon
4
hour,
minutes left
never
to
got that
trade.
second leg continuation on META. I'm forever long this. Katina Man still long from 190.05. He's gonna catch $1 here momentarily as the tape is really starting to pick up the speed. I just watched 191's print there, Sharif, 191.05, somewhere along those lines. See if you can catch a fill and hit the dollar club. There it is, 97.98. Ooh, coming back in a little bit here, but as we start to pick up a little momentum, I wouldn't be surprised if we head up into 192 potentially.
Ooh,
No, we don't got that much
fail.
time here left in the day. Yeah, it did break
We have
down
lots of
a little
time, man.
bit.
It's going to close at 195. When you asked me about
4 minutes?
you remember you said, can we get 200 by the end of the week?
Yeah.
I said tomorrow. And then
Yeah,
I
that's
said it was
fair.
going to close at 195. So let's wait to see what winds up happening right here. We just
Oh,
need-
brother, there's zero chance it closes at 195.
Why?
Like, as in 4 minutes from now. You
Yeah,
think?
man. I mean,
Okay,
look,
okay.
dude. In the last 4 minutes, we went from 186. This was at 1543, and then by the time it was right there, 1547, it was what 188. So right there, that was $3 right there.
I
as the
should,
about.
I should learn my lesson though, because I said to Neil, yeah, watch out the day he ate pineapple pizza. I said never say never, and then he said never. and then he ended up eating pineapple pizza.
I don't know what thing's gonna close. But I was gonna say like a little bit of a bump up to 195. It's definitely available. And the reason why is that I just don't think there's that many people sitting on the offer right now. And I know it's coming back in, there are people taking profits, but if this if this offer lifts, this thing could just
No, I mean,
there
I
it is,
think
191.
I think I do believe that 195 can.
I'm at 191.40 right now. Bang, there it is.
There's
Forward
192 coming here and continue,
Bro.
and it might go 195.
No, you said it's impossible, so don't
I
worry.
didn't.
Yeah, you literally did.
I did.
You did.
Zero chance, yeah.
So here we go. You're hopefully you're wrong, but I mean,
Why would I want to be wrong on this? I want
don't know.
this thing at 195 bucks.
Same.
Because you're long 172, so that's 20
Yeah, and we're long 190 right here on the show, my guy.
192, my boy.
No, it's not possible, Joe. Not possible, Joe.
120 seconds left in the session. If it hits 193, it's a wrap. Let's
go. We're on one. We're on one.
It's the
Easy.
show. Let's see what we got going on.
We're on one right now. Yeah, it's a good
boy.
one here. Look, I'm dumping out of this. I mean, that's another one.
Why?
There's
2
another
minutes left.
$2.
Oh, you're still holding
I'm actually
something.
in this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're having a lot of fun on the show, but we are trying. There's
Let's
193.
go.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Joe.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Joe. This was just at 190 and it wasn't possible. $3. Okay, I'm gonna put an
There it
offer right now
goes.
at 195 clean. All right. So that if we get that, then we're out. I'm at 194 right now, and I'm at 195.
I have 90 seconds.
So let's just wait to see. That's all I need here.
Yeah,
Let's see if we can get going back up there to the upside. As you can see, Joe and I having a lot of fun. We'll be back with Neil tomorrow morning, as far as I know. He'll be back in town. He just had to run and handle some business. We're coming in back up. There's one. Come on, let's go, man. I'm at 194.
I'm not hating.
A 193.
Uh-oh.
A 193 break.
It's gonna be the longest. This is like plank. When you hit the plank, it's the longest minute and a half of your life. There it
yes,
is,
it is.
193. Man, oh man, if it hits us, that's gonna be
I
absolutely
think
crazy. I
we've
wouldn't
taken a
be
lot of
surprised.
dollars out of this.
Yeah.
We just need to break, like, it needs to go through this 1 penny and shoot right to 190.
could. It
needs
could do
to
a
shoot the
dollar
moon.
spike. Oh.
Just pull back a little bit there. We can see if there is anything on the imbalances. We're just having a good time here. Whether or not it closes at 195 or not doesn't really matter.
Wendy, that was crazy.
There it is, iBit, Intel. There's no SpaceX anymore on here, so I don't know what moons this thing. But we're sitting there at 195. Maybe that imbalance runs all the way to 195 and we do get that print rate at 4 o'clock, but I'm sitting there right now. There's gonna be liquidity after hours, so I'm not gonna stress
Yeah,
out.
195 in the post market.
I only have 10% left on this trade, by the
All
way.
right, my boy. Did you mock that?
No.
Why?
But I was sitting there at 195. I don't see what happens. If it prints me, it prints me. If not, we'll get out. It's his, for me, it's small peanuts.
Yeah, it's
Right here.
small.
This
It's small.
close is brought to you by VinFast. We want to thank VinFast.
There we go.
For again, make sure you hit that QR code right there, as Joe will win this one, as it does not get to 195.
It was more or less a reverse psychology.
I'm not even sure where the mock.
And there it
went off
closes
there.
at
I mean, my best out on the
192.50.
upside there was, I mean, we're right into these areas, right? So that was 192, 193.30 or so on the upside. We can get out of a piece right now. It doesn't look like we'll moon that much.
Watch
Here at
the
Nickel
after
Falls.
hours
We'll
are
go off
gonna
of those
tank.
20s. We'll sit there and see if we can get it. But yeah, so far so good here. It's been a great day. Thanks, Joe, for filling in. Of
course.
Thanks for Sia in the background. Thanks to Adara and everybody back there for having a lot of fun with us one more time here today.
Where are you going? I'm only messing with you because you're.
Sia's out of here.
Yeah. I was like, where you going? Yeah.
Yeah, we have. I gotta miss. My daughter's gonna do hockey tonight. I got baseball to coach, so
Or
we're
will
on the
they?
diamond today, 8 to 10.
Who knows?
o'clock.
Maybe
Okay.
the
So
after
that should be
hours will
pretty
just
fun.
keep going up.
It's the High Park
It'll
Red
just
Sox
keep
versus
going up.
the High Park Pirates.
The Pirates.
So we'll see.
You guys are the Red Sox.
Yeah. We're in second or third place.
Okay.
Pirates, I think, are fourth or fifth or something. So it'll be a good battle today.
That's good, man.
But no Gia. She's gonna choose hockey today. She hasn't worked out much with her Mississauga team, so
That's the new team, right?
Yeah, that's gonna come
Nice.
tonight. So she's gonna go over there. She's in another tournament this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her girls team is in a co-ed tournament, so we'll be facing a bunch of boys this
Dude,
week.
you could leave. Though. Yeah, I was only messing with you. Now she's staying.